Welcome back to another live stream. Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. Day after earnings. Let's see what we get, huh? All right, so there's still a lot of crazy volatility going on. We got the SPY up about 0.5%. AMC right now in the pre-market is up about 0.93% over here. The SoFi earnings play might hit a little bit. It's not going to be huge like a Facebook, but it might be a nice little cash balance boost, which is exactly what I'm using these earnings plays for right now. We got GME down here up about 1.75%. Let me do a quick Ortex update on AMC as everybody's filtering in. How's everybody doing today? Everybody feeling all right? We got some pretty decent earnings yesterday. The short thesis doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, just like it hasn't for a while. So again, I mean, I'm not worried. They can push the price all over the place if they really want to. But in my mind, it's like only a matter of time. So Ortex on AMC today. Ortex looks like it's glitching out a little bit. So no short interest change, no estimated short interest, no estimated shares sold short. But right now, in terms of like the securities lending market, we have a net borrow of about 52,600 shares. So how we doing, people? Let's see. You swung my 1650 uncalls. Now just gotta hold the oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Motherfucker. Oh, you dirty dog, you. You dirty dog. Oxy ripping. Yeah, it is. Hope you played SoFi yesterday on calls. I did. Don't worry. I got some stuff. I always got some stuff up my sleeve. I'm pissed about though. Oh man. All right. So there are a couple of things that I want to kind of clear up before everybody gets in. Some people, I've seen the reaction of some people when this is said on Twitter. But I mean, you have to say it like this because that's the accurate information. So we own the float. So there's a lot of really, really good things about this. Remember, a lot of people have been pointing to OBV, on balance volume. That was like apes are not selling. We're holding and buying more. We're holding and buying more. Maybe a couple of people have sold, but overall we're holding. Awesome. So Adam Aaron comes out and he essentially says, this is how I remember. This is how he essentially said it. He's like, there's a lot of different data points to look at. But at the end of the day, essentially, he said there's about the same number, 4 million shareholders, and they own. He always has to say this. This is the thing that I think people are getting tripped up on. He's saying that retail owns 90% of the float. If you account for what the ETFs and institutions own, the amount of shares that retail owns is not changing. The numerator of the equation is not changing. The denominator is. So let's say there's 516 million shares out there. Okay, that's what we're using in the AMC example. But in like a more simple example, let's do it with simple numbers. Let's say there's 100 shares out there and retail owns 80 of them. Cool, that's 80%. Let's say 4 million investors. It's silly numbers here, but let's say 4 investors own 80 shares of those 100. Then you also know that ETFs and mutual funds have to own 10 of those 100 shares or 5 of those 100 shares. So then it drops down a little bit. So we do own a lot. Is it 90? I don't know. But he did say we essentially own the float. But here's where this gets us here, people. Whatever numbers there are, whatever it is, 80, 90, whatever the hell it is, this is what we're looking at. Oh, he did say over 90%. He did say that. He did say over. So if you do the numbers out, it's probably a little bit over. So he said we own over 90% of the float. Yes, if you account for those institutions. Yes. So it's the same numerator number. It's just a different denominator number. You can debate all day on that. It's not really what I'm here to do. That's what he said. So we're going to get into the good news now. So with how many retail investors that we have and the price of AMC right now, think about this. The squeeze catalyst for Volkswagen. Remember, they came out, Porsche and the German, I think it was the German government, came out and was like, hey, we own 94%. It was like, this is our numbers. We own everything. They're basically everything. And then the short interest at that time was about 12.5%. Now, depending on institutions and depending on what else happens there, if you look at that, the squeeze catalyst, I've always said this, AMC's is a disclosure of ownership catalyst, potentially for a squeeze. Disclosure of ownership. GMEs is more of like the crypto side, maybe a crypto dividend, maybe something in the crypto space, just like Overstock. So I compare AMC to Volkswagen and GME to Overstock. So it's that disclosure of ownership catalyst. So when you think about that, how hard do you think it would be for apes to just now buy everything? How hard do you think it would be? We've had 1348 over here for a while. People are making more money. So apes have dry powder now. How hard do you think it would be for apes to just buy whatever's left or even more? Because there's going to be a little bit of selling every single day. That's just what happens. It just depends on if that day is going to be net sold or net bought. So if you just have a couple of big days of net buying and people just hold it, and then it comes out eventually, it's like, oh shoot, they own 95% now. Like actual concrete numbers, retail investors own this amount. They're screwed. They would be so screwed, because think about this. Then there's people buying options. This is kind of what I want to get into here. There's a lot of different ways that the buying pressure comes in. Okay, so as you start to see price start to trickle up from the initial buying pressure of like retail investors trying to buy the rest of the float, which I think is going to happen. I'm going to be buying more today. So once you see that, you start to see options. Now, if retail beats the market maker, follow me here. So retail gets to that 100% ownership faster than the market maker hedges. Okay, then there's such a small amount of shares circulating right now that the market makers can hedge with. So there doesn't even need to be that many like contracts being held on the options chain. There doesn't need to be that many, because the amount of shares that they need to hedge would still be pretty big, and they can't get them. They would have to bid them up. There would be a bidding war essentially for those shares. So then the price would go up then significantly. And then what happens? People buy more calls. That whole scenario right there doesn't even talk about shorts covering. Think about how big this is right now. You have retail has the ability to just buy the rest of it. People are going to buy options every single week. If there's no shares, they're going to bid them up just because they have to hedge. And that's just automatic. Like, it's literally automatic. It's not like they can mess around with like margin call, whatever, like forced liquidations, margin requirements on the short side. No. It's just computers. People buy calls, they buy shares to hedge if it starts to run outside that range. Then after that, if the price just starts to, it's like, all right, we're in a really, really good spot here, people. And we have Batman coming out. We had good earnings. It's like, we are in a solid spot. So hopefully you guys are having a good morning. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in. I'm pissed off about UNG. Oxy. I know Oxy's probably ripping this morning. Oh, man. All right. So oil over here. Let me look. Is it at 110? Oh, my God. WTI crude is at 111.50. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. USO probably going crazy, but so many institutions are lending out shares. So even if retail buys the shares, they can still short regardless. Yeah, well, they can, but again, if retail owns it, it doesn't matter. Like, here's the thing about the situation that I think a lot of people are worried about. Everybody's talking about like, oh my God, like there's this many synthetics out there. With the way that it's set up, there doesn't even need to be any. I think there are, but there doesn't need to be at all. Like, they're literally, with the way that the whole situation is set up right now with the ownership, the short interest, and the potential for the options chain, there doesn't need to be any for a massive run. Like, there really doesn't. But I think there are. So that makes it even better for us if we can own even more. So let's see. You held some Oxy calls overnight. You love UNG. You held those 1650 calls. I hate UNG. I ditched my 1650 calls. I'm pissed about it. I would have made a shitload of money, but it's fine. Hopefully, honestly, what I did hold overnight was Verizon. It's not doing anything right now, but let's see if the market. So here's what we're looking at on the SPY today. So we're getting this little 1348 cross down on the SPY below the 200 EMA in the pre-market, but what we're going to see today is a fight, I'm guessing, for the upper end of this range right here, like we've seen in the past, 434.50. That's essentially where we're going to be looking at it. That's why utilization is pegged? No, it's not. No, it's not. There's no way for utilization to get pegged like that. I think it's a glitch in the system. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Nonsense. Not EV go cross. I mean, it might be crossing. It's not actionable in the pre-market though. So let's check EVs. I know Iron was saying a lot of stuff last night. Actually, how's Intel doing in the pre-market? EVgo's looking good. If you're watching the State of the Union, Intel's building something in Ohio. So let's see here. We got any economic data that we're looking at over here? Fed, nope. Wages are rising at the fastest pace in many years. Okay, that's good. Rate increase should be appropriate in 2 weeks. Ah! All right, so Powell just gave us rate hike stuff. So Powell just said a rate hike should be appropriate within 2 weeks. Hold on. Thoughts on Lou's rant today? You guys think I watched Lou's videos before I come on here? No. Sorry. I have no. What did he say in it? TLT, what do we got going on over here? TLT's a little bit down. I still got that strangle coming up, though. So once they raise rates, I don't know. Do you think SoFi could gamma today? I don't know. I do have I mean, I do have an earnings play for SoFi. I have the $13 call and the $10 put, so I need it to really get going here. Let's see. Raising wages is not good. That's fair. STV Squirrel canceled himself last night. Interesting. That Intel site is going to be just down the road from where my company has a new distribution center. They may have issues finding workforce. I know we are. Ooh, interesting. You think microchips will make any gains from last night's speech? They could. AMD, Nvidia, Micron. I do like myself some Micron. So let's see what happens in the morning here. I mean, I'm gonna be looking at again oil plays. Depending on if oil is gonna rip again. I mean, freaking WTI crude is at 111.72. Natural gas is up 4% right here. Like, am I going to FOMO back into UNG? Like, it's very possible. I don't know. So, Amy, looks like it's about to get that 1348 cross down right here on the 5-minute. We're at 1830 in the pre-market. We were just green at about 1850, but SPY's coming down a little bit here on a little bit of that rate hike news. Let's see. Option chain on SoFi is heavy after a lot. Let me look. What's the float? Free float, 555. Oh, shit. That's actually pretty wild. That's not bad. That's got a lot of open interest over here. If it's 14, that's going to be dirty. So SoFi actually looks like it could, man. It easily could. And this is a weekly. They could be a little screwed on that SoFi chain here. Let's see. Can I look at Lockheed? Yeah, of course I can. What's up with Lockheed right here? Lockheed down. Okay, so Lockheed down in the pre-market over here. Down about 2%. So, I mean, that's kind of why I'm flipping these Lockheeds quick because you never know what's going to happen with, like, the war stuff. And I really just played on a 1348 cross. If we get a 1348 cross to the downside today, I might play Lockheed on the way down if it's going to tank. But, I mean, the momentum in it is up. You bought 200 shares of SoFi yesterday last second. So glad. Blake, there you go, buddy. But Nordstrom on the up, dude. Nordstrom was drunk yesterday. How much is it up now? It's up 27%. It did hit a high of what 27, 24. It's coming down a little bit now. I mean, if you held and if you have a Nordstrom options play, I mean, you're gonna print on it. Let's see here. The remaining 10% is controlling the price. Maybe. I mean, they can also ping pong stuff back and forth that they already own. Also, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for all the support yesterday and today. And just overall, thank you guys very much. YouTube's been having some issues with us, like the notifications and stuff. Can't find us. So make sure you guys help out a little tiny bit over here. What's up, Simon? How you doing? Can you imagine if AMC earnings report was terrible? Well, it's not going to be because the shorts are wrong. Like they're just incorrect. Like they're just like very, very incorrect at like what they think. Are we going to get an AMC short attack this morning? It's possible. It's possible. All right. SPY is moving down on some of this rate hike news over here. So TLT, time to move. That's not what we want. TLT, time to go. Yeah, TLT candles over here. So TLT could have another good day helping out my strangle. Ping pong and fake shares, they could be. That's the thing. Like with the way that it's set up right now, if retail ends up buying more enough to like own basically everything, and then you have institutions, they're like, wait, we own it. We own a lot too. Then you're like, oh shit. So what you have to look at here is like, yeah, there's a lot of short interest in it, and it makes sense for us to have like own in general ownership over 100% because think about this. If I own, let's say 100 shares, my broker then loans them out to a hedge fund to short. They sell them to one of you guys in the chat. Let's say it's Simon. Simon buys those 100 shares. So now there's technically 100 shares over here and then 100 shares over here. We both own them. One of them has the institution has a short position on it, but it's the same 100 shares. It's just loans and loans and loans and loans and loans. It's just nonsense. Gold popping again? I bet it is, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if GLD was starting to move up on this. I think we could get one last really big flush in the SPY. I was watching some videos yesterday. It could crack 400. That would be gnarly if it did. Let's see here. All right. SoFi. What do we got here? Come on. 13. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Let's see if we get a nice one on SoFi. So 1828 on AMC over here. We got GME at 120.90 in the pre-market over here. What if Simon says no? Well, too bad. Simon's part of the example. That stock ticker and how much was borrowed still bothers me. Do you have a Vortex update on it? Yeah, AREB. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it again today. Nah, they returned 100 shares. Now it's 13.04% estimated short interest. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing. Ortex sucking it up over here this morning. Just providing all sorts of nonsense data. Just nonsense over here. Like Amy's Ortex. Jacked up. Oh, now we got it. 20.14% estimated short interest. Bing bong. Luigi, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Since I held 2 Oxy calls last night. Oh, you mother. You are gonna be printing. Here's the other thing that was a little bit of guidance that he gave right at the end of the call. If you guys were listening, he said, don't hold our feet to the fire for Q1, but Q2, Q3, Q4, he was really bullish about. So going into next earnings, it's like, okay, well, we got to kind of look and see what we're going to get. But I mean, Q2, Q3, and Q4, what do they have up their sleeve? He did mention some things that he was like, yeah, we have information on this, but we're not prepared to talk about it yet. So he could be, SPY's coming down. TLT strangle. Hey, what the hell's this? Verizon. Let's see what happens with VZ. When you buy call options, does someone ever have to buy that contract from you? What do you mean? When you sell it? Yeah. So you just sell it back to the market maker or somebody else willing to buy it. If every shareholder bought 12 shares, we would own all the shares. Pretty much, yeah. Oil dumping. Is it though? Yeah, oil's coming down. So it's WTI crude is at 110.85. We got natural gas still at 3.67%. I don't know, people. All right, let's see where the money's going to go today. I mean, it's an expiration date on the SPY, so I'll be looking close at that. I think we're going to get a fight to the upper end of this box at some point today. If we break it, we could get some action on the upside. Just grabbed another 55, Amy. There you go. Rands, what's up, buddy? What did you miss? Nothing really. Yo, bro, would you say it's harder to day trade in this current market than other times? No, it's with 1348 now. It's a lot easier, like much easier to trade right now than it is because you're just following the momentum and you're just getting in and out quick. It's like, all right, you're going to see volatile price movements, pick your poison, get in, get out, make your money. Yeah, you're going to get head fakes sometimes, but I mean, that's part of the game. Landon, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Notice me send my kangaroo. I don't know what that's from, but interesting. Do you see True Demon's video on Mullen? I have not. This is an awesome trader market. Yeah, I think so too, Squirrel. All right, folks. Yeah, as you guys are filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Helps out a whole lot with the YouTube stuff. Ooh, interesting. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. It's like auto doing this right now. Let me send TMI that link really quickly. All righty, folks. Or text on AMC. I literally just did it. Trey's hoodie. What's up? Dan Art. How you doing, buddy? You're a rookie options player. When you buy call options, the date expires in the money. Do you get those shares added to your brokerage automatically? No. You have to buy them. It's just a contract saying you will buy them at this price. You can easily sell you're what everybody does, and you honestly make more dollars doing like more money doing this. You just sell the contract off. You just trade the contracts. Where's Grandpa Barney? I think I saw him in here. Grandpa Barney, where you at? Are you in here, bud? I thought I saw Grandpa Barney in here. Let's see. Oh, Keith, thanks for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Subscriber switch day? Lies? Thanks, Keith, for the super. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, Amy over here, down about 16 cents. SPY just kind of flickering over here. Let's see what we're going to get today, people. It could be an interesting day. I think we're going to get a lot. I mean, after the State of the Union, we could. Oh, here comes Sophie. You mean to tell me after earnings like that, we are down once again? Yeah. Is it confirmed that we own 90%? Sort of. It's not confirmed. And he did say over 90%. But the way he words it, that's not new. It's not like new info. We've known that since since he did that interview with Melissa Lee on CNBC. So he says this is the way you have to think about it. It's the numerator and the denominator of an equation. So you have shares we own, total shares. This number at the top, I mean, it's changing, but like the way Adam's like broadcasting it, it's not really changing. But the way he's presenting the 90% number, the denominator is changing. He's like, oh, you just subtract out some of the ETFs and mutual fund shares that they have to hold if they're not trading them. So technically, they're not actively traded. So that's why when I tweeted it out, I was like, of the circulating shares, like those shares aren't really circulating. They're just holding them. Let's see here. Amy down about 3 cents. SoFi 12.97 over here. What is AMC worth then? Nobody has any idea. You can do all your DCF discounted cash flow models all you want, but again, it's just how are you gonna how are you gonna project the future growth rate of revenues of a company that's getting into the popcorn space? And how are you gonna do that? Let's see. IMPP is up 25% in the pre-market. Do you think it could run? If oil continues, yes. There's no way his legal team would let him say 90% of it wasn't true. No. It is true if you take a look at the ETFs. I feel like we're going to be battling about this all day, guys. It's really not that hard. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like it's still a fuckload. Like why are we doing this? Like it's a lot of shares. We don't have to buy. Like literally, we could easily buy the float today if we really wanted to. It's not that hard. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Grandpa is here, fam. I'm laying in bed, super sick. My toes hurt. Oh boy. Let's see. Should have held those Oxy calls? Nah, I made a lot on those. We are all saying the same thing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We are all saying the same thing. It's just people are interpreting it slightly differently. It's like the same. It's the same thing. It's nice to see again an update from the original 80% back in June. No, it's essentially the same number. All righty. So, how best you up? Become a member of the channel. I would like to see Ted do better today. Let's do it. Hey, Trace Mustache. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that one. Correct. It doesn't matter. He's telling us we're right and just to wait it out. Exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. Exactly. I don't understand why you want to argue by 13 chairs of relax. Exactly, Trace iPash. Exactly. Morning SV. What's up, Ben? How you doing, buddy? My overnight USO freebies. Oh, I bet they're gonna print for you, buddy. Let's see. Keith, thanks for the super, buddy. Super's time. Morning, Grandpa Barney. I'll buy more AMC socks so you feel better. There you go. My take, apes didn't leave. Exactly. Apes are not leaving. We're not going anywhere. All I've been doing is waiting, says Mr. Finance. Okay, yep. So have we. So has everybody else. Morning, Wrench. STV1 Wrench. There we go. Share count is the only way. Yeah, we could. SoFi coming up here a little bit. 1302 in the pre-market. SPY just kind of flickering around here. We got Jimmy, nice little candle. But again, super low volume in the pre-market. Tends to do that. Amy's down about 4 cents over here. Let's see. Alrighty, everybody. You think we run today? William, thanks for the super, buddy. Keith is at it again. Keith is at it again. Alrighty, people. Let's see. We got I still think we're gonna see the upper end of this box over here. I think we're gonna test it. Spy wants to. I don't think we're just gonna. Oh, hold on. I gotta extend the box. Little box extendo over here. That's what we gotta do. All right. Let's see. Keith, thanks for the supers, guys. Lies. I appreciate that. Extendo clip. Does it go down here? No, it's supposed to go right here. Lock. All right, let's see. WTI cruise at 111. Dude, I know it's crazy. It's coming down a little bit. It almost hit 112 a little bit earlier. Let's see. Playing charge point earnings today? Probably not. Probably not. Let's see. Spy dollar guesses for that box? No, the upper end of the box. I mean, I don't have to guess. It's 434.50. That's where it is. 434.50 on the spy. Spy right now is at 431.03. We could easily see a test of that upper end. You're playing charge point today? Good luck, man. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. Keith, you are a rock star. I'll buy 70 shares and raise you 30. Much love, my brother. Woo! There you guys go. Ung. Oh, I don't want to hear it. I hope you guys are holding it and doing really good. Oh, fucking Ung, bro. Ah! Natural gas. Why do you do this to me, bro? Like, look at this. This was natural gas yesterday. I was like, yes. No. Like, it's just not fun. Ung is flying today. It's just nonsense over here. Let's see. Does Amy still have a squeeze signal? It probably does, but it doesn't really matter on Ortex. I don't really look at those. Do you think Lockheed's gonna rip again? It depends. I mean, it's down in the pre-market over here. Last time I looked at it, down about 2%. I mean, it's got some room to run if it wants to go. If it gets a 1348 cross, I might do it again, but I don't know. We'll see. 10 uncalls overnight. Dude, I had 10 of them at the beginning. I had a lot of them. All right, people. Let's see here. Spy flicker. Ung does that to me too. Haven't made anything on it. I made decent amount of money on Ung. It just screws around. Well, been feeling a little bad when I told you to stub your toe when you Jake Spy call, bought Ung when you sold. So we're good again. All right, bro. Smash that like button. Thank you, old ass ape. I appreciate that, buddy. AMC Ortex, yeah. So refresh on Amy Ortex over here. We got 52,000 borrowed shares, 52,600 net borrow, 20.14% estimated short interest, 103 million shares sold short, and cost to borrow, same fucking number that we've been seeing. Ooh, Lockheed pop. Maybe again. I don't know. Let's see. Where's like all the other? I mean, we're seeing oil go absolutely crazy. Calls on WTI. WTI is doing insane numbers over here. It's up. It's at 110.81 over here. Natural gas is up 4.5% today. Jesus. Let's see here. Amy. Whoa, Ariel. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. They can afford to pay the cost of borrow for many years and use synthetics. Shorting is their best moneymaker. They ain't gonna let us run. Otherwise, we have the playbook to beat their best strat. Thoughts? No. It's just we buy the stuff. They're gonna short anyway. But again, if those technical shorts that have been in it for a while, we start to see those technicals flip, the fundamental shorts in there get screwed. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. It's just the technicals to really switch. It's just 1348. It's really simple. If we get a big 1348 cross and it starts to run a little bit, I think it's gonna start to really get spicy. Let's see. Ariel, thank you for that super, though. I appreciate that one. Yeah, Oxy doing crazy. I trust the squeeze signal as much as I trust the 100% utilization. Fair. Very, very, very fair. Let's see here, folks. Amy down about 4 cents. Spy's coming up here a little bit. Alrighty. TLT, what's he doing over here, buddy? TLT a little down. Verizon. I think Verizon could run a little bit today. What is my strike on this? Is it terrible? I feel like it's terrible. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right. And then what we're looking at, SoFi. SoFi is the earnings play that actually could be really good. 1301 right now. This could be a little bit of a runner at open. So we'll see what happens here. Amy down 4 cents. Carefully ban supers. I only ban Keith supers. Let's see. All righty. So, Amy, SPY. Ooh, 5-minute MACD cross. We got 30 minutes until open, people. Here we go. William, thank you so much for the super, buddy. At the end of the year, Pelosi got calls on Micron at 100. Ooh, Micron. I mean, she's struggling on them. She's not having fun. Micron, Micron could do all right. SPY's coming back to life over here. I like this. So again, I think this is just a thought. Again, this is the thing. When anybody gives projections or anything, nobody has any idea. This is just a thought. It's a hunch. I think SPY is going to touch the upper end of this box today at 434.50-ish. If it breaks out of here with a 1348 cross with some momentum, I will get calls because it's an expiration day. Let's see. How do you decide which comments to acknowledge? Usually just the ones that I see. All right. You bought 40 more shares? Oh, you bought 40 more at 9 and 40. Wait, what? Oh, like AM? There you go. Any chance you look at fun? Yes. Funware. It's doing all right over here. Not really doing anything in the pre-market. I mean, it's going to run with DWAC. DWAC up about 1.5% over here. When you started trading options, were you losing money on trades? No, which is a problem. I didn't think I was like God's gift to trading, but I was like, this is easy. I'll just play the run up. So no, and that's how you get into trouble. Because when the market changes, you're like, wait, I can't just buy calls on everything. And then you get blown up a little bit. So no, I think my account was up like 500% like a month or so. And I was like, all right, this is crazy. and then things just change. You can't buy calls pre-market. What do you think about Pelosi rubbing her hands after the Biden strike? Why would Pelosi rubbing her hands mean puts or calls? I don't get it. What is that? I don't understand. Good morning, Vix. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing, buddy? 90% retail, sort of. 36.57% institutional, more than 100%. Even if you have 20% from the shares sold short. Yeah, exactly. It like makes stupid sense. It's like doesn't make any sense. It's silly. It's silly. Also, guys, as you're filtering in, make sure you guys engage with the content. Hit that like button on the stream. It helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Let's see over here. DWAC doing all right. Where's Sophie? Sophie. Ooh, there we go. Using that crystal ball, which way do you think the SPY will go? I think it'll have a green day. But again, I don't know. Like, we could get some wild news. You forgot to factor in crime. Wasn't he raising rates? And she's obviously dripping in puts. Well, Powell came out this morning and he said a rate hike is going to be appropriate in like 2 weeks. So we're going to be getting that rate hike. Yeah, Powell signals the Fed will raise interest rates at the March meeting. Well, that's priced in. Like, we kind of know that that's going to happen. Like, we know Powell's going to be raising rates. So it's not anything to really be all that worried about in my mind. If they do a 25 basis point hike, awesome. If they do a 50 basis point hike, we might see a little bit of a sell-off. But I think that it's possible that small cap sell-off, like mid cap, like growth stock sell-off is kind of over. Maybe we might see a little bit more before it really starts to come back up. But if the market gets used to a rising interest rate environment, and then it's like, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, and earnings are still going to be able to be solid, then we're good to go. Next Fed meeting, I'm not sure. Thoughts on X? Isn't that steel? So with gold and everything going, yeah, US steel. I mean, that's up big. In the pre-market, it's up 2.24%. I mean, there's an option chain on this, 28.35. Like, what is this right here? You can hit a little 100% on this one in the morning. I'm gonna try rubbing my hands together like the jungling on TV last night and see what the fortune says. There you go. We'll be more specific. I'm buying 40 shares of AMC every hour all day. There you go. That's pretty solid, man. Good for you. Good for you. California gasoline prices over $5 a gallon. That's crazy. What's up, buddy? Let's make some money today. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. We just kind of got to see which direction the market's going to pick. Ask TMI about Pelosi rubbing her hands. All right, I will do that. Next AMC earnings will include Batman and Doctor Strange 2 numbers. Yeah, and some residual Spider-Man. You have your $17 uncalls from yesterday, so can't wait to see those at open. Fuck you. Rubbing it in. Rubbing it in on my uncalls. I think there's something this morning with job numbers. Oh, and natural gas futures extend gains up 5%. Jesus. Powell testifying at 10 a.m. Is that set finance committee or something? That's probably what they're doing over there. Sometimes he's probably going to make a couple of comments. Actually, that could be interesting today. If he's going to make some comments about rate hikes, when he announced the taper in one of those, he was like, yeah, we're about to start tapering. And then the market sold off pretty big. Let's see. Inverse head and shoulders on AMC on the 1 hour. Yeah. Let's see here. All right. Or text for cable. Yeah. We got 21.66% estimated short interest threshold list. No shares borrowed yet today. The way UNG looks, probably going to 19. God, dude. I mean, if natural gas starts to go, I mean, I might get something on it. Natural gas up 4.55%. Ooh, oil coming down 110.11. It's only up 6.5% now, which is still huge. WTI crude is over 110, which is crazy, dude. Exxon's probably doing good over here in the pre-market. Yeah, Exxon's up 1.5%. Like, I mean, we were looking at those, and it just didn't look great yesterday on the 1348. So wheat futures just halted. Did they? Is tapering and rate hikes the same thing? No. So tapering, what the Fed has been doing is supplying buying pressure into the bond market. So they're buying a bunch of bonds. Now they're not buying as many bonds. So they're slowing down the bond purchases is essentially what they're doing. So if they were purchasing, let's just say arbitrary numbers, I don't remember what the exact numbers are. They were purchasing 100 billion a month. Now they're slowing it down to like 75 billion, 50 billion to 30 billion, but they're still purchasing. They're just slowing it down. Rate hikes help banks. So hold on. Bank of America and all these banks could be interesting, not moving in the pre-market over here. So raising interest rates kind of sucks money out of the system. It makes it harder to get money, like in terms of like loans and stuff. The rates are going to be a little bit higher. Big banks make a little bit more money in these types of times, and growth stocks typically get hit. That's kind of why we've seen that kind of rotation into value. I mean, so if Powell's speaking today and he's going to say anything, watch JP Morgan, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, or JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America are going to be the big ones. It's only on Webull. When I try to buy an option at market close, it says I can't because it's too volatile at open. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I would not try to buy something and then let it sit there overnight, because let's say that your bid is $100, but then your limit price is $100. So then the market opens and the stock's down, and let's say that option's now worth $65. Well, you're going to get filled at 65. Like, you're just going to buy something on a falling knife. Like, it's going to get slapped. Stay away from your UGG calls. Nah, I might get some. I don't know, folks. All right, let's see. 22 minutes until market open, people. SPY's making a little bit of a move here. How do you feel about Lucid? Good question. The EVs were getting talked about a lot last night. We haven't taken a look at EVs yet. So Lucid down about 0.8%. Rivian, let's see how this one's doing over here. Ford was getting mentioned. GM was getting mentioned. So Ford over here. Oh, Ford with some boom candles over here. So Ford could be decent today if it starts to run. GM was another one. Not really running a whole lot. SPY's just kind of flickering over here. No, it's not that I don't like Mullen at all. It's just I don't want everybody. After it's up like a shitload, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God. Like, no, because it's gonna get rug pulled at some point. Mark says clown. That's fun. Mark. That's fine. You can be it. That's fine. That's fair. It's not fair, but you can have your own opinion. That's fine. Thanks for coming in and viewing my live stream, helping me out with the algorithm. I appreciate that, buddy. No mention on Elon Musk or Tesla. I thought that too. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you not mentioning Tesla, the one that started everything? Shouldn't red candles on AMC be impossible and illegal at this point? No, not necessarily. SPY moving up here a little tiny bit. LMT sold off overnight. Glad I sold calls at close. Yeah, there you go. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, I mean, Lockheed can always come back. It's just, I mean, I'm just trading it now. I think if it really starts to sell off, I'll buy puts on it. Like that's what I'm looking at on Lockheed and those big defense ones. The reason why I like it is because I know it moves big. Like it can move up big, it can move down big. So we'll see what happens with that. Ethan, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. SV, I think there was a misunderstanding of AA Q121. Q421. Heard Abe's thinking Q122 would be worse than Q121. No. It'll still be better than Q121, but he's saying like he doesn't think it's going to absolutely blow it out of the water. That's what he's saying. He's not saying like Q1 is going to be like the best quarter, but Q2, Q3, and Q4, he's very, very excited about. Seriously, you make the market enjoyable. Thank you, Gimp. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. Let's see. So what's going to be the catalyst for AMC now? The same thing that I've been saying for months. Disclosure of ownership. That's what it is. Share count. Apes own the float. We get numbers like that and we just say that we're not selling. It's disclosure of ownership. And the technical. It's just like if we just start to run, the buyers start to come back in because the apes are buying more. Then we'll get that little like it's just honestly, it comes down to 1348 because when you look at this on the 4-hour chart, what does this tell you? We go back to right before June, right here. Where's the cross? I need this a little bit bigger. Where's the cross? Right here. Cross is right around here. Crosses above the 200 EMA. Then what happens? Flickers around a little bit because it goes on a little bit of a run. Then boom, way up there. Okay, so then back here, what do we see? Now we see the 13 cross below the 48. Wait, where's this? Hold on. Down here, we sell off into July. Then we come back up here and then rip back up 1348 cross. And then we rip all the way back up to 50. Okay. Then what do we have? 1348 cross down, comes below the 200 EMA, comes down. Okay, cool. 1348 cross up, we run up. Like this is literally what it is. And then this is the big one. The 1348 cross down in November after unicorn. And then we have not been able to get above it since. We're close though. Look at this. We are banging our head on the top of a potential run. It's so close. So what we need to see, we've seen the 1348 cross. We've seen it happen a couple of times. We need these clean breaks of this 200 EMA and the reverse in the inflection point of this line to start coming back up. After we see that, good to go. So what do we got over here? I'll pull up Ung for you guys, you Ung people. Breaking news, hell froze over. At 8:13 a.m., AMC received a positive news article. Interesting. Yeah, the 1348 is the EMAs. Nunya, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Hey, I sent you a DM on Twitter. Please take a look and give me your thoughts. I think it's valuable for the community. Let me take a look really quickly. Thank you so much for that super. Let's see. I can't watch that right now. Is that True Demons video? It might. If that's True Demons video, I do have to watch that. How do we buy more than 100%? So there's two ways. There's synthetics or it's like rehypothecation. So like if I buy shares, my broker loans them out to a hedge fund, they sell them to somebody else. Now we and that other person that bought the shares from the hedge fund now own the same 100 shares. Then their broker can then loan those shares out again, and then it comes down, and then it's like it's just like this trickle effect of like all these shares going out all at the same time. Lucy cross to the upside on the 3-minute. Are we gonna play some Lucy today? I'd be down for some lucid options. I mean, it's a good time of the week to start doing these plays on stocks now. Like you can catch bigger gains. Please watch it live now. No, I can't do that. No, YouTube will yell at me. Let's see. If we were on Twitch, we could do anything we want, but the way YouTube works, they would be like badass TV. So we can't do that. Let's see. What do you think about deep in the money calls? Forces them to buy. Lucid coming up a little bit here. Whoa. Brett, thank you so much for that big super, dude. Jeez, you didn't have to do that. Whoa, I blame you for my Oxy addiction. Oh man. Hey guys, I told Oxy, it's a good one. We've been sniping so many options on Oxy recently. Brett, I am so happy that it's working out for you, man. Thank you so much for that super, dude. I really, really appreciate that. Dude, atta boy on the Oxy trade. I mean, yesterday it was up big. Day before it was up big. Like this thing just is moon missioning over here. So, I mean, let's see what happens with it today. I have been calling for oil to get above 100 and it did. And I made some money on like Oxy and stuff like that. Should I have had more conviction in it and actually that's your money, lol. Brett, appreciate that, buddy. And like actually played like and swung it overnight. Yeah, probably should have. I just don't like swinging things overnight in the in this marketplace right now. I'd rather just day trade it. So I will miss these overnight gains, but I'm happy that you guys are doing it though. Especially when we're looking at the just everything that's going on. Like oil has been a winner. Again, protect your gains. Make sure you guys are taking profits. But Brett, at a freaking boy, SoFi about to run. Yeah, I do have that SoFi earnings play. So how much time do we have left? 15 minutes until market open, people. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Woo! Here we go. Did you get timed out? No, you're good. Freebies overnight are fine, Ben. Atta boy. Move to Twitch so I can listen and look at my charts. No. Dan, bro, you're pretty good at replying to the chat. Zero burn. I try, man. I try. When will they stop shorting this thing? We've been over this a couple of times. It's more of like we need that. It's just this 4-hour chart right here. You can look at it on the daily too. Like we need this crossover, this 200 EMA and the 13 and 48 to spread out from each other. Spy flickering 1301 on SoFi. Let's see. All right, what do we got going on in oil right now? 110.13. Natural gas up 4.5%. You people holding the uncalls are freaking crushing it. Oh man, 4%. These are gonna be dirty. These are gonna be dirty. Sacrifice me already. I have a bad feeling about today. You can get sacrificed. That's fine. That's fine. You can get sacrificed. There you go. Ford spread gonna print for me today. Oh, what kind of spread do you have? You gave to buy about 1 million shares. Like you spend $18 million. That's a lot of money. Ankles at 20. Then what after? I think you guys will get ankles again at 30. I think that's how that works. Did you see the option chain on SoFi? My $12.50 strikes are looking pretty good. Yeah, my 13s are looking good. What are your thoughts on AMD? Have a great day. I own a fuckload of AMD. I love that company. I bought that. That was the first stock I ever bought. Is at like 12. I own a lot of that thing. I'm never selling it either. Never. I want them to split. Okay. So my thoughts, honestly, on AMD is I think over the next 5 years, they're going to run up to like 250, then split. That's how I fit. That's like the most ideal scenario for me on AMD. I think they're going to split eventually. And that's going to be nuts. They're going to have, what's his name? At the trading fraternity, Stock Market Live, Josh Answers. He come in the stock split. He says they're having babies, which is hilarious. I love that. Don't forget to hit the like. Yeah, guys, if you don't mind, hit that like button on the stream as you're filtering in. Helps out a whole lot with getting some more people in here. So thank you guys so much. Where can I learn more about ETR signal? ETR is not a signal. It's just an average true range. Do you think, oh wait, ATR, maybe there is one. Oh wait, I think there is a signal on it too. I think it is an indicator as well. Do you think UNG still going up? I mean, it's freaking running. Well, what tickers am I watching today? Honestly, I'm going to be watching a lot of SPY because I think it has the chance to try and break out of this range. I have some Verizon calls that I held overnight just because of what happened last week with Verizon. And then oil plays. I mean, we could look at defense plays too, like Lockheed. If it wants to get across, we could throw some money in on that. Again, the spreads just suck, so it needs to go or else you're going to get busted up, or you got to really try and steal contracts from the market maker. Lazy, thank you so much for the super. Forget about ankles. I want to see the back of them knees at 420.69. All right, buddy. Sure. Oh, here we go. The pen
back of the knees. That's a new one.
Yeah, they're going wild today.
So I mean, pretty bullish earnings, and in typical AMC fashion, seeing a bit of a dip.
Little bit of a dip. How do you say it? Dip, dip, dip. Put your hands
up on my hip. Or be careful about saying new body parts now because you never know what might happen. You might see some Some
Now
hip
they're now.
emojis.
All right, everybody that's in here now, hips at 30 for TMI.
Hips at 30. Hips don't lie. Hips don't lie. If we see 30 this week for AMC, I think you guys can be seeing a lot more than you know what?
That's a little bit sus, buddy.
Let me not. That gets a little crazy. That gets a little wild. Did you see Tesla moving a bit weird this morning in the pre-market?
I didn't look at it, but Biden kind of gave him a cold shoulder.
Cold shoulder, that's a great way of playing it. Nancy Pelosi's reaction is another thing, but
I see they were asking me about that. I was like, I don't know what they're doing. I was like, you're just rubbing her hands. I don't get it.
I think when he started talking about chip makers, I think her NVIDIA
Micron
calls, or you know what, whatever other calls she might have and she didn't disclose yet, would be absolutely booing us. I'm watching NVIDIA today. I'm watching AMD today. I'm watching Micron today. I am watching anything that she owns in the last 30 to 60 days. Eyes all on it. Google's up this morning. I'm like, okay.
Everybody's printing on oil and natural gas, and I sold my 1650 UNGs yesterday at a loss because I was like, screw this. I'm not holding it overnight.
No. Yeah, oil is looking freaking fantastic. I can see oil going up to 120.
Dude, I've been saying that for like a little while, and I just like I've like traded it, but I haven't like really like had that conviction to just hold stuff overnight. And I'm just like, I just don't like holding stuff overnight. So I'll just trade it when it starts to go.
Yeah, well, I think you can still make money that way. And mind you, you can still, I think personally, I would feel more confident putting in a larger percentage of my portfolio into a trade if I'm playing it in a day trade than if I'm holding it overnight. Because holding overnight is just like you're not sleeping.
Right. Like, especially now, it's like, oh, things could go wild. I mean, the TLT strangle that I have is actually like kind of wild right now. It shouldn't be as good as it is, but like the call side's up 200%, which is weird.
The call, so you can.
I could get out of it right now,
but you don't know if it's going to keep going or not.
Yeah.
The call side is up, but the SPY is also.
It's been selling off, so people have been flying into bonds a little bit.
Hold on. SPY is green.
Well, it's for March. Green? I've had it for a while. Like I've had it for like 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, I think.
What the hell? That's what you mean. That's what you're saying. It shouldn't be this green.
Right. I think I got it when it was like that 132.
Wait, it was 200% yesterday because right now TLT is red.
Yes. Well, the strangle, like it's for March and I've had it for a while. So I think I got it in the mid 130s.
So it
started to go. Yeah, so it is going.
Okay. I got
you. Did you see the Powell rate hike stuff?
I saw. Yeah, he's still gonna raise hikes. That's still gonna happen, but it's a little uncertain in the market with what's going on with war.
Yes,
which means what they can do 12.5 basis points instead of 25 now. Like what's
actually? I don't know if I thought they would just do it like 25 basis points and just
wait. Let me ask Chad a question. Chad, do you guys actually know what basis points means? I feel like we often have that conversation. I don't actually know if Chad actually knows what basis points means.
Let's see.
Thumbs up if you know what it means. Thumbs down if you don't. You probably just won't say anything if you don't. To be honest, I don't.
Micron candle, buddy.
Oh man, Nancy's gonna be freaking just rolling in it.
It means these nuts.
Oh man, let me see here. Oh, the chat stopped. I got you. No, okay. So basis points are a breakdown of a 100th of a percent, right? So if you say 50 basis points, it's like 0.5%.
Exactly.
You see 100 basis points, it's a full percent. So rate hikes basically increasing by 0.25% would be what people are expecting. They are pricing in 0.5 of a percent for March 15th to March 16th. Then it kind of cut down. I'm just saying, I don't know what's going to happen now, but if it goes down again to 12 basis points, that would be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
For the market. Like it would just be oof. Eric's like a joke they've teaching. I think the best part about class was being a joker. So that's freaking hilarious. These nuts was a great response.
Dude, I also think SPY can touch the top of the box today. This 430, 450 one.
I'm waiting for SPY to get to 440 so it can bounce. I think it's gonna hit 440 and do.
Just up down.
Yeah, I'm trying to play both ways.
Yeah, I think
do calls
it
at
can easily
open,
get there.
not at open, but like I want to do calls if it gets that little nice cross in the market open, and then play the downside if it starts to get low rejection.
Yeah, it looks good. Whoa, Micron's coming up, man. Micron could be good at open.
I'm telling you, Nancy, boy, those hands were rubbing. She knew that money was being made.
She was ready. Am I buying calls on Intel today? I typically don't buy calls on Intel. I typically do the opposite. I usually buy puts on Intel. Like they usually sell off. Like Intel is usually like good at selling off.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Damn, SoFi. Oh, SoFi killed it.
I got those.
SoFi absolutely killed it.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think those will be all right. I mean, I only have one contract either side. It's like a tiny cash balance boost.
Hey, a win's a win. All right, guys.
That's
Catch
true.
you guys on the flip side.
Later, buddy. Have a good
Deuces.
day. All right, people. You guys heard the man. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in. Here we go. We got 4 minutes until open. Sophie, how we doing over here on SoFi? Oh, it wants that 13 breakout. It wants it. SPY, we could get a nice little 1348 crossover here. We got AMC at 1810 over here. Let's see. Nunya, thank you so much for the super. Hey, TMI and SB, I sent you both DMs. Is that the same one? Yeah, I saw that. We both have to watch that on Mullen. So we'll take a look at that when we get a free chance. The Batman movie was fire. Ooh, I can't wait to go see that, dude. I'm going to see it on Sunday. I am so pumped. Could they increase by say 37 basis points? It'd have to be either 25 or 50. See, theoretically, I feel like they could, but I just don't know if they. I feel like it's like one of those things where it's like, can a company pay out a dividend if they have a bunch of debt? Technically, yes. Are they going to? No. Like, I think it's something like that. Like, could they do it? Yeah, but it would just be weird. Like, why would you do it? Like, just do it. Like, I don't know. Honestly, that's something that I just don't know. I think it's going to be 25 or 50. I think those are the two options that we're looking at here. Hopefully, Micron will rip all day. I mean, man, I will play some Micron. What about the State of the Union talks on Intel? Yeah, I saw that. I mean, you got to think about it like this. Intel is going to be burning a lot of cash doing that. How long is it going to take them to receive like revenue and value from that facility that they're building? That's the question that I have. It's like I view that like a buyout or a merger. It's like, how long is it going to take them? So Intel's coming up here. Micron is probably going to be my AMD. Is AMD getting a candle? No, not really. So it's trying to move up a little bit. Amy's down about 17 cents in the pre-market. SPY's moving up here. This could get interesting. Verizon, how's this mother effer doing? Shitty. Let's see what happens at open with that. Oxy, how are you guys doing on that? It might be selling off a little bit here. It's coming back to life. There we go. There we go. Was anybody else scared that we would be told fewer apes hold the float, more diamond hands than ever? No. If you have fewer apes that own the same amount of shares, that's a good sign. That's very, very good. It means the people that are in it are like big diamond hands, die hard for AMC. And the people that aren't, it's like cutting the dead weight. It's like trimming off the excess fat if that were to have happened. Oxy wants this little 5-minute MACD cross over here. That could be sweet at open. SPY's moving up a little bit. Micron is probably going to be what I'm going to look for today. Maybe even AMD. That facility is 15 minutes from my house. Dude, there's going to be a lot of construction. Riot should cross up soon. Where's Bitcoin this morning? Bitcoin down about 1.64%. Mara. That's Mara. Mara, red candles. Amy, red candles. Ooh, what's going on here? SPY looking all right over here. Micron. Yeah, I do like Micron. Micron's my favorite chip maker to play. WTI and WT offshore. Yeah. Held UNG overnight. Woo! Printing. Dude, you guys are going to be very happy with UNG this morning, I think. Why is the Bitcoin chart pink? I don't know. I've said that a couple of times. I don't know why the candles are all jacked up. All right, people. We got less than a minute to go. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Help get some more people in here. Thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys are awesome. Let's see what we get going on over here, people. Let's see. You held Oxy overnight? Dude, so did Brett. Brett's crushing it on Oxy. Brent crude up to 112 and WTI at 110. Geez, yeah, dude, it's insane. All right, less than a minute to go here. We're going to have UNG up here. SPY's doing its thing. New Ortex views. It's just the same difference over there. It's not really doing. When do you see us running to 30? No idea. And it's my opinion on when we go is not really relevant. You should not be basing like your thoughts on like when we're gonna run on what I say or what any other YouTuber says, because nobody's correct in it and nobody knows. Spy is about to cross that open, so this could be nice on a little spy cross up here. I mean, you got to see those pre-market highs honestly, and then this test of the box up here. But GME, what the nonsense candle is this? What in the nonsense candle are you doing over here, pal? All right, 9:30, ding, ding, ding. Market is open. Let's see what we're going to get over here today, people. Some buyers in the SPY. Let's see. Natural gas at 1684 over here. Let's see where Verizon is. VZ. Let's see what happens with that beast over here. So we got Verizon. What else are we looking at? Oxy. Anything you guys want me to pull up? Oxy looking like it could get some candles over here to the upside. Watch out. Oh, thank you. 10 Oxy calls held overnight by accident. I mean, you're probably printing right now. So Amy, 1785. Spy flickering, trying to come up here a little bit. Where's Micron? Micron trying to get some candles. DraftKings, I am kind of taking a look at this. DraftKings not really doing a whole lot, but Spy is coming up on this 1348 cross over here. Hold on. Hold your horses here, folks. Let me see. I'm going to look at SPY really quick. Does Powell speak today? Does anybody know? Is Powell speaking? What are we at here? Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. DraftKings trying to move here. SPY's about to get that 1348 cross. DWAC printing. Yeah, DraftKings over here looking all right. Let's see what happens with SPY going. Amy flickering around again at open. Ford having a nice start. Yeah, Ford was looking good, especially. Yeah, Ford's up 4% here. SPY's coming back down. 11 a.m. Central Time. He speaks at 10. Is that Eastern? Okay, that's kind of annoying. So we're gonna have to wait on that and see if Powell's gonna screw us. Exxon. With oil going, Exxon could be a little runner. Yeah, Exxon could be good. Where's Oxy? Let's see here. Yeah, Oxy looking like it wants to get a little spicy. You guys are absolutely printing Oxy over here. I mean, I might have to do a little bit of another one, honestly. If it's going to run like this and natural gas or oil is going to do its thing again today, I mean, YOLO, man. Where's oil right now? 109.60, but people are flying into oil. IRNT is looking strong. Yeah, all right, SPY doing its thing over here. Where's Lockheed? Where's LMT? Wow, big red candles on Lockheed coming down pretty hard over here. Woo, baby. Do we get puts on Lockheed? Maybe not yet. Verizon, how's this doing? Verizon. Okay. Let's see what happens here. SoFi, actually. We haven't taken a look at SoFi. What's SoFi doing? Big reds on SoFi. That kind of stinks. My Oxy calls haven't moved yet. Give it a minute. They will. So SoFi's getting some reds over here. I'm going to hold that strangle. Let's see what happens with Verizon here. Yeah, SoFi is dropping. Oxy's still looking strong. What do we have over here? All right, let's see. Oh, the TLT flickered around a lot. You have no option chain for Occidental? I mean, it should be right here. I just looked at it. Oxy chilling. SPY doing its thing over here. I think SPY wants to get a little jumpy. So let's see what happens with this. GME coming back up here a little bit. Amy's at 1766. Intel strong. Yeah, what about like Micron, Intel? Oh, Micron. There it goes. All right, let's see what happens here. We got Micron flickering around. We got SPY trying to make a little bit of a move here. Intel, what's going on with this? INTC moving back down. GME looking all right over here. DraftKings, how's this doing? How are you guys doing on Occidental? Oxy selling off a little bit here. SPY just flickering. Let's see. Mike, what else do we got? SoFi 13 didn't print for some reason at open. No, it wouldn't have. IV was jacked on that thing. Let's see. Holding USO up 55%. There you go. SPY wants to jump off a cliff. Dan loves the SPY Putins. Let's see. Micron. AMC might reverse soon. Just be patient. Yeah. Or text for AMC. I got you. AMC. Let's see what we got over here on Amy. 52,600 shares borrowed. And then we've got 1.47 average cost to borrow. Literally, that's one loan right here. 20.14% estimated short interest on this beast. So SPY is flickering right here, coming down a little bit. What do we got? Up 80% on Oxy. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, make sure as you're filtering in, hitting that like button on the stream helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for all the support recently. It really helps out. Mariah Ameriputs today? Maybe. Verizon. It's looking good here. I mean, I have Verizon calls that I was holding overnight. So let's see what happens with these. Oh, boy. Yeah, Verizon looking good over here. Oxy ripping. It's hitting that 49. All right, let's see what happens with SPY here. 109% on Occidental. There you go. All right, Micron getting a little candle here. What are these Verizons? All right, some green on the Verizons over here. Verizon starting to go. Yeah, here comes Verizon. That could be a decent one. Where's Micron? Micron trying to make a move back up here a little tiny bit. 150% on Oxy. There you go. Yeah. Oh, Amy candle. Let's see if she can get back up here. Come on, SPY. Let's do our thing over here, huh? Let's see what we got. Verizon still holding good. Do you get a fade haircut? No, I don't. DraftKings cross down soon? Yeah, it might. All right. SPY's just kind of holding here, flickering. Let's see if it's going to get this 1348 cross and come back to the upside. And let's see what happens with Micron, Verizon. Coming down a little bit here. SoFi really coming down on this 1348 cross to the downside here. So that could be interesting. Where's Lockheed? Are we going to play puts on this today? Yeah. Okay. So Lockheed puts could be the move on this downtrend. Let's see. SPY coming down. Lockheed doing its thing. I don't know. Let's take a look. LMT 300% on a put. There you go, buddy. I love to see that. Amy 1803 kind of holding over here. How much are these? Are they drunk? All right. SPY trying to move here a little bit. T is looking across. Yeah, let's see. Verizon, what's Verizon doing? If AT&T starts to go, Verizon can start to go as well. Micron, how's this looking? Oh, there we go. There we go, people. Micron. All right, up 2.5% on the Micron contracts I have. Verizons are slightly red. I mean, I'm going to hold these Microns for a little bit, see what happens. I think Micron could have a day and a half. Let's see here. Amy just gave you morning wood. There you go. All right, Amy selling off. SPY doing his thing over here. Micron looking really strong right now. Woo, baby. Here we go. Up 121% on Exxon. There you go. LMT will probably jump back. That's what I think too. That's why I'm probably not going to touch it to the downside because eventually it's going to come back. Yeah, so I think it's just going to come back. SPY. I still think SPY has the potential to run up today, up to the top end of this box over here. Let's check Verizon. Selling off a little bit here. Let's see what happens with SPY, Micron, all these other things. GM cross. Okay, interesting. So, yeah, General Motors crossing. Where's Ford? Is Ford just going on a moon mission? Ford is running, so GM could be a good one over here. Oxy, yikes, came down. Yeah, Oxy getting some red candles over here. Where's oil right now? Oil, 109.61. So oil's coming down. Natural gas coming down as well. Yeah, big red on Oxy. Let's see here. SPY trying to move here. Micron, we getting some candles. Yup, there we go. All right, what do we want here? What are we looking at? GM. That's what we're looking at. Yeah, it's got this cross. I want that closing candle though. All right, let's see what we're gonna get here. Lucid cliff diving. Yeah, Lucid falling pretty hard here. Amy 1806. Where's Ford? Is Ford getting crosses or no? Ford coming up. Amy, oh, come on. Buyers are stepping in on this thing. Here we go. Oxy coming down. Yeah. Yeah, here comes Amy trying to make a move here. Come on, 1821. We're down 10 cents right now. Let's flicker back into the green, huh? All right, Micron, where's this looking right here? Micron looking real good this morning. Amy, boom, boom. Where's AMD? Yeah, no cross yet. SPY moving up here a little bit. What's Micron symbol? MU. AMD starting to get a little action over here. So Micron, what do we got going on with this? Yeah, I think this is going to be good today. I'm going to hold these. Scooby Dooby. unless that's confirmed. If that's not confirmed, I will ban the shit out of you. Like, this is not funny. This is no joke. Yeah. If that's not true, I'll ban you. I haven't seen any news come out about this. So, no. If that's not true, I'm going to ban the shit out of you. So, stop with that fucking bullshit. DraftKings crossing down. Interesting. SPY wants to get a little action to the upside over here. Where's Verizon? Verizon's trying here. All right, Amy. Come on. 1809. SPY's just kind of flickery over here. Where's Lockheed? Nothing yet. It's obviously not true. Yeah. Scooby Dooby. Bye-bye. First ban of the week. Alrighty here. Sold UNG for 52%. There you go. You have Lockheed puts. Let's make some money. There you go, man. Micron coming down. Ooh, SPY getting a little action here. Hold on. Come on now. Like for banning Scooby. Thank you. Appreciate that. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream, guys. Helps out a whole lot with the... Oh, SPY. Here comes the SPY on the way up here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Here comes the SPY. There it is. There's SPY on that cross. All right. It looks like it wants to get a little jumpy over here. Let's see what we're going to get on this beast. Let's see if there's anything on this. Anything that we like over here on the SPY. All right. Let's see. Verizon starting to come up. SPY making a little bit of a move here. Pretty big candle on the SPY there. Not going to lie. That's a big candle. That's a big boy candle on the SPY. Trying to come up here. So Micron, what do we got here? Micron still looking really good over here. So let's see what happens with SPY over here. You up 30% on SPY calls? Yeah, I just got a couple. I'm starting to scale in on it just to kind of wait and see what's going to happen over here. The Verizons are slightly red. The SoFi, ooh, pretty much dead across the board. Love you, SUV. Kendall, love you too. All right, SPY's moving up here. Micron's coming up nicely. I like this. 13% on the Microns that I have, down 3% on the SPY calls. So let's see what happens with this. US Steel is about to break up. X. Yeah, it's trying here. It's trying. What else were we looking at this morning? Oxy, how you guys doing on that? I mean, oil was selling off a little bit. Yeah, so watch out on Oxy. Oil is now at 109.28. Natural gas selling off a little bit here too. Floop, 50% on Bank of America. There you go. Let's see. SPY flickering. Micron, what are we going to get here? Bitcoin ripping. Bitcoin, big candle. Mara and Riot. What do we got going on over here? Mara is getting a giant candle right now. Mara looking good. No 1348 on it yet. Where's Riot? Did Riot get a 1348? Nope, not yet. But Mara and Riot are starting to come up with Bitcoin right now, which is pretty solid. Yeah, Bitcoin. I saw that, Ryan. I saw that. So Mara, let's see how Mara is going to look like and react to this. So Mara is looking really solid right here. Nothing yet, though. Nothing yet. Micron printing. Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a minute, but I think that could be a good one. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of a thing on Mara just to see. All right, let's see. Oh, they're really. Oh, they got me. Oh, nice. I filled that. That's nice. All right, let's see that. Oh, SPY. Oh my God, what are these SPY contracts at? Oh, 17% on the SPY. Thank you very much. Woo! Here we go, people. It's looking pretty good this morning so far. So SPY's coming up. Watch Bitcoin start to move up here. Watch Mara and Riot started scaling in on the Mara. Let's see if I want it. Amy's starting to come up a little bit here. Yeah, this is looking spicy. Micron, what do we got? Micron, new highs over here, up 18% on the Micron. Fuck yeah, bro. Where's Verizon? Verizon's not moving yet, but let's see. So SPY's getting a giant candle right here. So watch SPY at this level, the 434.50-ish level. Micron, new highs. There we go. Mara coming up here too. Woo! Here we go, people. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Helps out a whole lot getting more people in here. You guys are printing. What's the news for SPY and Bitcoin to do? I haven't seen anything on it. Have not seen anything on it. Killing it already. $440 P&L. There you go, buddy. I love to see that. SPY coming up. Micron really coming up here. 28% on the Micron. I mean, I'm up solid numbers today. I know you hate Intel, but look at it. I don't hate Intel. I just like playing puts on Intel. It's just more fun to play put. Yeah, Intel's running. No 1348 though. So let's see. Mara, how's this thing doing? Mara chilling over here. So 30% on these Microns right now. 15% on these SPYs. Let's see. Bitcoin, what are we doing? Yeah, Bitcoin looks good right here. So Bitcoin 1348 cross on the 5-minute could get a little spicy. SPYs coming up again here, up 17% on the SPYs. So let's see if Micron's going to get a little pop. 420 took profit and bounce. There you go, man. All right, SPY moving back down here a little tiny bit. Let's see what happens here. Up 25% on SPY calls. Yeah, mine are coming down a little bit here, but let's see. SPY looks like it wants to get some momentum to the upside here, which would be sweet. Micron, how's this looking? Looks good. Intel is going to be huge if they can get that semiconductor plant built. Yeah, they will be. It was a really, really solid thing that they're working towards over here. All right, so I've got Mara, SPY, and Micron. I'm probably just going to nurse those for a while and just kind of see what happens. AMC is garbage, Corey. Relax, buddy. Relax. All right. Amy coming up a little bit here. 18.17 down about 10 cents. 142% on Russell call. There you go. NVIDIA. NVIDIA 1348 cross looking good over here. SPY still looking really solid over here. 13% on those. 25% on the AMD cross. Yeah, AMD cross and above that 200 EMA over here. I mean, I don't think I'm going to touch it, but because I already have a decent amount on these Microns. So let's see what happens. Oh, hold on. Freaking Bullard is talking now. Monetary policy still at peak support, putting upward pressure on inflation. Asshole. Amy down only 2 cents right now. Let's see if we can push back into the green. Up 30% on GM. There you go. There you go. All right, let's see. All right, let's see here. Amy, come on now. Come on now. Break that 200. Here we go. AMD coming up. Come on, people. Come on, MU. Micron. Oh, come on. New day highs on Micron. Let's go. Let's go. Max pain for AMC this week. Last time I checked, it was 18. AMD moving nicely. Yeah, they all are. Wait, is AMD going to be the winner here? Yeah. All right. Let's do some AMD. On this 1348 cross. This could be sweet. SPY coming up here a little bit. I'm going to leave the AMD because I already have the Micron. So SPY's moving up here nicely. If SPY breaks out of this range, I'll add some more contracts. I'm up 23% on the SPY, 25% on Micron, down 6% on Mara. So let's see what Mara is going to get up to today. Mara just kind of chilling over here. Amy back into the green, up about 10 cents over here. Come on, people. ADA, AI, XOM, damn. What's up with Exxon? Good or bad? Oh, Exxon, moon mission. There you go. There you go. Where are these Verizons at? The Verizons are still down. That's pretty interesting. All right. The SPY calls are up 30%. The Micron calls are up 28%. The Mara calls are down 7%. Interesting. Explain how SPY going up is beneficial to AMC and GME squeeze. Okay. It doesn't really matter. It just means like, okay, the market's going to go up. AMC and GME are going to go up too. All right, here comes SPY peeking out of this range over here. I like this. We get that closing candle. That'll be really solid. See, this is what I was saying this morning. I think SPY is going to test the upper end of this range. Let's see what happens here, though, because it does test this. If it rejects, I'm probably taking these profits and getting the fuck out. Just for a little while until we're going to see another run up again. Let's see. You have Verizon puts. Stop it. It's just chilling here. All right. Oh, Amy candles. There we go. 1843. Come on. Let's get to Don Julio, huh? All right. 32% on SPY. 38% on SPY. There you go. AMC follows the Russell. sort of, but the Russell follows the SPY, and the market's going to move together most of the time. So technically everything's going to come back to the SPY. So Amy getting a nice pop here. So SPY is rejecting at these levels here. If we get a red candle off this rejection, I'm ditching these SPY calls for a little while. I can always get back in, and then I'll play the breakout above this range. Is essentially what I'll do with these SPY calls. Like, we have 1 minute left. If this next candle is going to be big red, I'm going to get out. So I'm going to load up this potentially on a sell. Let's see what they're going to give me here. Willing to take this. Micron's still holding good here. Amy, 1857 over here, getting some candles. So if I confused, yeah, I bet it is. Max Payne, 18. You need SPY to crash for MC and GME to squeeze? Not necessarily, no. All right. So this next closing candle's coming up again. So let's see if SPY's going to get another test here. Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. All right, Micron. Amy, 1850, doing good over here. All right, where's GME? GME 121.36, up 1.97% today. Not doing bad here. All right, this candle starts to really flicker into the red over here. I will be out. Probably. Where's the 1 minute? Yeah, that's not fun. All right, Micron coming down. SPY holding here. Amy, 1848. Do I use the free trade app? No, I use Webull for options. AMD starting to print. There you go, man. Micron's coming down. What's is AMD really coming up here on this? It's doing all right over here. I'm just hunting the SPY right here. I'm just seeing what it's gonna do at this level. Like, we've seen this happen in the past, where in the morning it'll come up, test this, reject, and come right back down. So if it does that, I want to be out of these SPY calls. Like, that's really what we're looking at here. Like, if it rejects, I want to get out. Amy, 1843. Have you seen Ford today? Yeah, it was looking pretty good. Also, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Let's see here. Got any uncalls? No. Lockheed puts up 64%. There you go. All right. Let's see what the SPY wants to do here. See if the buyers are going to push this. Where's Mara? Mara's probably taking a beating over here. Mara taking a little beating. Smash earnings and then tank. We're flat, Shannon. We're not tanking. JWN ripping. Nordstrom, is it still going up? Yeah, about to get a 1348 cross here too. Micron's settling in here. Let's see what the SPY wants to do. Let's see. I'm gonna get out of this for now. All right, 21% on the SPY, 13% on the Micron, down about 8% on the Mara. SoFi lot. What's up with SoFi coming back down? Yeah, SoFi getting hammered. SoFi's going to be a dud, I think, like an absolute dud. Oxy, how are you guys doing over here with Occidental Petroleum? Oops, that's the wrong chart. SoFi really selling off here on this 1348 cross. You can play SoFi puts off this. If it really wants to sell off, like, that could be gnarly. 64% on a SoFi put. There you go. FYI, Putin still breathing. Yeah, Scooby was coming in here with that nonsense, so had to get that out of here. All right, there comes SPY on the way down. Maybe we'll play it on the 13 test. Yeah, we'll play it at this 13 test. If it breaks this 13 EMA in the 1 minute, out. Let's see, Micron. Have patience. Yeah. Oxy respecting the 200 on the 3 minute. Interesting. Okay. Ford says it's boosting EV spending by 20 billion. That came out last night, I believe. Ford coming down a little here. Yeah, 1 minute SPY is what I want to look at here. 1844 on AMC, up about 0.6% over here. So if I just filled the gap on the daily, interesting. Bring back Scooby. One mistake and cancel. This isn't communist China. You can't come in and say Putin's dead and then be like, oh, yeah, great. No, with no source. Like, that's kind of nonsense. All right, so SPY's trying to bounce off this 13 EMA over here. If it falls through, though, bye-bye. All right, Ford coming back up. Amy, 1842. Yeah. No. I have SPY calls right now. I want this to break out of this range. This is what I'm looking at. I want it to break above the box with some closing, nice closing candles. That's what I want to see. If it falls below this 13 EMA, though, I'll probably get out. I can always get back in, though. That's the thing. I can always get back in. Powell speaks in 6 minutes. Interesting. Did a share count? No, he didn't. He was just. It's kind of weird. He was like, oh, from a variety of these metrics, it's like, all right. Mentioning shorts is more illegal than shorting. What? Why do my calls take so long to fill? Because you're probably going at the bid and you're never going to get filled at the bid. All right, SPY moving back up here. Amy bouncing off this 200 EMA over here. Not bad. SPY's going to fall. My puts from yesterday will print. Good luck. Good luck, man. I wish you the best. I have SPY calls trying to get this break out of this range over here. If it doesn't, I'll get out, take my money, and maybe I'll hop in with puts with you. All right, 23% up with Micron right here. Not bad. Amy coming down a little bit here. Back into the red, 1825. Ung is pushing up. Don't tell me that. Please don't tell me Ung is pushing up because I'll FOMO in on it. Mara crossing up. Yep, Mara looks like it could get a little action over here. So SPY still flickering on this 1-minute chart to that 13 EMA over here. AMC still at 1826. GME at 120.95 up 1.62. Lockheed puts printing. There you go, man. Where is it right now? Pretty full. Whoa, Lockheed real. That was like, all right, hold on. That SPY is coming down now. I was not expecting that. Wait, that's Mara. All right. I think I'm going to ditch this right here. Hold on. This might be one of those little fake out moves that we like to see. So this is what I was looking at on the SPY. It tests it and just comes right back down. Let's see. See what it does right here. Yeah, ditching. No thank you on that one. All right, let's see. Are the Micron still green? Yeah, Micron is still up 14%. Still doing good on the Microns. We can always... All right, so here's what I'm going to do on the SPY today now. Literally just going to play the breakout above this box. That's what we're going to do on the SPY. So Lockheed trying to come back up here a little bit. Micron, how's this reacting to that little move? It's holding pretty good. I like that you don't play music. I mean, I don't really want to play music. Like, there's no reason for me to. All right, what do we got here? SPY chilling. He's looking all right here. Let's see. I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking at now, just a breakout above this box. SPY popped after you sold? Not really. No. So I'm just going to play the breakout of this box over here. It's more illegal for AA to mention shorts than it is for hedge funds to naked short sell. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. All right, I'm still up 14% on the Micron. Not doing bad on this thing. Micron still looks good today. So I'm going to hold these for a while. Let's see what happens with yeah, it's just kind of hanging around that 13 EMA on the 1 minute. That's fine with me. Micron, I mean, looking decent over here. So let's see. Maybe I'll add to it. Do you think JP Morgan is going to take the gains to the upside? What? JP Morgan? TLT working on a big candle to the upside? TLT's coming back up. Still red on the day, though. Still red on the day. 20% on Micron. Wow, that TLT flickered around a lot. Now that's only up. Now the call side's only up 82%. Very strange movements over here on TLT. So SPY's trying to move back up here a little bit. Mara 1348. I mean, I have Mara calls. Yeah, I mean, it's crossing right here. Let's see if it wants to get a little action. It needs the SPY and Bitcoin to get going, though. Roku puts printing. There you go. Ooh, here comes the SPY. Let's see. I'm going to add a little to the Mara. I mean, the Micron, I think. Let's see. Where's Micron here? Yeah. How many of these do I have now? Okay, that's fair. All right, cool. So let's see. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move here. We should get Powell in a minute as well. 350% on Neo puts. Woo! There you go, man. I love to see that. All right, so let's see what SPY wants to do over here. We got 18, 19% on these microns over here. Went a little bit big on it. Let's see what happens. You join the Discord, but you're not getting alerts. You got to make sure that you're in premium. So yeah, also guys, this is the best time of the month to sign up for the premium part of the Discord. So make sure you guys check that out. It is linked into the top of the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat over here. So make sure you guys, notification. All right. So I added a little bit to the microns and these are printing a little bit. I mean, they're only up 21% right here, but I did go a little bit bigger. So let's see. Let's see what's going to happen here. So SPY trying here. Micron still looking all right. All right. Amy coming down. SPY trying to move here. Let's see. Where's Mara doing fine? The Verizons are getting hit a little bit. Verizon's just holding flat here. So SPY now making another attempt to come back up here. Let's see what we got on these microns. Yeah, Micron looking good. Oxy, holy crap. New day highs on Bitcoin. All right, Mara, it's your time to go. It's your time to shine. Oh, there it is. There it is on Mara. Boom. There you go. So 13% on these Maras right now. Nice little 1348 cross. Let's see if that's going to be a little bit of a runner today. That would be pretty sweet. 21, 23. Hold on. Micron getting a little pop here. Riot's probably going too with that. So Riot, yep, Riot's getting a 1348 here as well. Mara looking solid. Yeah, 14% on these, 22% on Micron. Bitcoin just ripping. I mean, come on, Mara, let's get it going here. Ryan, right? All right, so if this can break that previous day high, that'd be pretty sweet. All righty, Micron, what are we looking at here? Bitcoin broke 45K for the 4th time. She's running now. All right, let me look at Bitcoin. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin looks good over here. So let's see if SPY wants to get a move. 15% on the Maras, 26% on the Microns, looking really good. Oops, I already looked at this Micron. I did go a little big on the Micron, so I might cut it a little early. But I mean, if this is a runner today, oh yeah, this looks good. I'm up 26% on them. 4 contracts, pretty close to the money. That's not bad. Here we go, people. Let's make some freaking money today. Amy, 1807. Let's see. Mullen dropping. Look at Neo. Neo selling off. I mean, Lucid was selling off earlier as well. Neo, whoa, big reds on Neo over here. Where's Lucid? Is Lucid doing the same thing? Not really, but sort of. If A said retail owns 90%, then how do they have who owns the rest? Retail. Okay, so retail doesn't necessarily own 90%. Retail owns, according to Adam Aaron, this is what came right out of his mouth. It's the same amount of as before. It's just he's presenting the data in a different way. That's all he's doing. All right, Micron ripping right now. These contracts are up 28%. That's not bad. SPY's trying to get out of this box over here. Hold on, I'm trying to look for news. Yeah, Micron's ripping here. This is nice. DWAC ripping. There you go. Got to say, the 1348 combined with Bollinger Bands is making it really clear to me which trade. Yeah, dude. 1348 is so powerful. SPY flickering here. Maras are up 24%. Now is Mara going on a moon mission? Did it break that high? Yeah, Mara's getting some candles over here. I like this. GME coming down. AMC coming down a little bit here. Ooh, baby. This is looking sweet. Meeting started. All right. This is going to be interesting. Holding stuff through Powell. Let's see what Powell's going to say. Let's see here. Sam Lee, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Why do I keep printing money? This sucks. Hey, it's pretty fun, man. I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun watching you guys make money too. 30% on Micron. These Maras could be spicy though. What do I have on Mara? 27. So these contracts are about to go in the money on Mara. Ditch the SPY calls earlier. Am I going to watch Powell? Yeah, we can watch Powell a little bit. So let's get some Powell on, Powell off over here. All right, here we go. We're putting Powell on for a little bit.
At any time. As a reminder to all members, we will conclude today's hearing at 1 p.m. Members who were unable to ask questions at our July hearing with Chair Pro Tempore Powell will be given priority to ask their questions today, and we will return to our normal order of recognition once those members have asked their questions. This hearing is entitled Monetary Policy and the State of the Economy. I now recognize myself for 4 minutes to give an opening statement. I want to start by reiterating that I join with President Biden and our allies in condemning Russia's shameful, premeditated, and unprovoked invasion of Ukraine. I stand in solidarity with the people of Ukraine. Chair Pro Tempore
Yeah, it's
Powell,
Maxine Waters.
since the last time you testified in July
Spy one. Oh,
2021,
here comes Spy out of this
the
box
United
here.
States economy has continued to boom, and our recovery from COVID-19 pandemic is strong. Since the beginning of the Biden administration in January 2021, our economy added over 7 million jobs, a record in the first year of a new presidency. In addition, wages and salaries for workers grew by 4.5% in 2021, the highest level in close to 40 years. While these are encouraging figures, we have more work ahead. Families across the nation are facing higher prices because of inflation.
All right. Honestly, I don't really care what she has to say right now. I just care what Powell has to say. So I'm gonna leave this up over here a little bit, and then we're gonna be listening to Powell once he starts to get asked questions and he starts to make statements. Because we just don't need to listen to that really right now. So guys, as you're filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Helps out a whole lot with the YouTube stuff. Spy is still trying to get out of this box right here. Micron coming down a little bit. Everything. I mean, if Spy can get that nice crack above this box here, and start to get running, it's going to be a good day. But if it can't, then we're going to be struggling a little bit. But let's see. So I'm just going to be kind of flipping back and forth to kind of see whether or not we're going to be getting some stuff from Powell. So only up 11%, 11.5% on these microns here, 14% on the Maras. Oh, no, Spy's coming down a little bit here. It's probably testing the 13 EMA. Came down a little bit through. We saw this happen a little bit before. Maybe it'll test the 48. Amy's coming down a little bit. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So we do have people selling off a little bit before Powell, but let's see what we get over here. I still like chip makers today. I also do like that Mara play that I have kind of cooking around here. So let's see what happens. How does the CEO know how much is owned by retail? I mean, you can look. There's like different breakdowns probably that they're getting. Micron getting slapped. It's getting a little red candle over here. A little red. Ooh, Spy coming down. All right. Oops, sorry. You're so cute when you're muted. Appreciate that. All right, folks. Let's see. The microns are still green. The Maras are a little bit in the red. Let's see what happens here. Spy's going to bounce off this. So Spy's testing that 13 EMA on the 5-minute here. Let's see if it wants to bounce and then come back up. That's kind of what we want to see out of this. SoFi puts printing. Yeah, man. Where are my SoFi puts at? Struggling. All right. Verizons are still holding here. Let's see. Micron kind of selling a little bit here. But again, I mean, I do like Micron throughout today. So we'll see. And throughout this week. So Spy's chilling here. Still a little bit green on these microns. We got, Mara getting hit hard. Bitcoin. Hold on. What's going on with this thing, buddy? Bitcoin. Selling. Coming down to that 13 EMA over here. Baby. Woo, baby. Here we go. What's the news going on with this? Bullard markets will price risk from Russia and Ukraine war. Yeah, obviously, bro. All right, Spy, big red candle over here. Typically, these do like to get bought up pretty quick. So let's see. It's coming down to the 200 EMA on the 1 minute. Let's see here. Bitcoin pop back up. Where's Mara? Mara, pretty big candles over here. DraftKings puts printing. There you go. Neo was printing on DraftKings puts. Cross down. Yeah, you got this cross down over here, and it's just been bleeding the entire day. So let's see what happens with this. All right, Mara. I still like the Micron. Let's see what Micron's doing over here. I want to leave up Micron a little bit. Amy selling off a little bit here. Let's see. Hello. What are your numbers? What do you mean? What are my numbers, Philip? Like, what do you mean? You think SPY is dumping a little bit? Yeah. It's trying to bounce back up here a little bit. So let's see what happens with it. Down a little bit on the Micron here. Let's see. Ooh, Micron coming down. Spaghetti. Ooh, SPY coming down hard. That's a big candle on the S&P 500. So let's see what happens here. We got 1 minute left for another candle. Trying to see what we're going to get over here. Where's oil? LMT, Oxy. What's going on with this? Lockheed coming back up. Lockheed coming. SPY. That's probably a 200 EMA. Wow, it blew through it on the 1 minute. Interesting. Interesting here, people.
Last year. My hope is that my Democrat colleagues will
not asking any questions yet.
For
all right, I'll throw this back on for a minute.
Moscow and this year's omnibus that is being negotiated right now. We stand in a bipartisan way with the people of Ukraine, and we are grateful for their bravery. We want to do everything in our power to assist and support them. Again, thank you, Chair Powell, for your leadership. America is facing the worst inflation we've seen in 4 decades because of Democrats' reckless spending here on Capitol Hill. Instead of a course correction, House Democrats keep hoping the Senate will take up to $2 trillion in new spending through Build Back Better, or whatever they're going to call it. This would only make rising prices worse for families across the country. A Wharton budget model estimates the average American family spent $3,500 more last year to keep up with rising prices. Nowhere is this more evident than at the supermarket, where folks are seeing a 22% increase in grocery bills, according to a recent KPMG study. For a family of 4, this can mean choosing between groceries they need and saving for their child's education, their retirement, or even a home. The American people should not have to mortgage their future because of Democrats' love of more government spending to give them the illusion of prosperity in the moment. And despite what we've heard from President Biden last night, simply telling people they're better off does not, in fact, make it true. However, I'm pleased that the president sided with Republicans instead of Senator Warren, Elizabeth Warren, when we renominated you, Chairman Powell, when he renominated you to chair the Federal Reserve. But as you know, Chair Powell, you have an enormous task ahead of you. As one of your predecessors famously said, the Fed's job is to take away the punch bowl just as the party starts to warm up. But the Democrats have drunk deep, and they want to move on to the harder stuff. That is a risk for our economy. We can't let that happen. I was pleased to see the Fed reject the notion of personal accounts by the central bank. As we've seen recently in Canada, and their unprecedented use of emergency powers to freeze hundreds of bank accounts, we need to ask not just how financial authorities can be used, but also how they could potentially be abused. It's disturbing that some Democrats refuse to see that.
All right, bro. Powell's not they're just making statements right now. So I'm trying to get something for like a little bit of protection to the downside here. I'm kind of going to just go with it, I think. I think we're just going to run it today, see what happens with this. So, Micron, what are we at now with this? Micron down about 9%, 8% now. The Mares are down a little bit more than that, about 15%. But let's see what happens. I still like leave that on. Okay. Do you guys want to listen to it or no? Because we're gonna hear a lot of like nonsense statements. We're gonna see like Powell's not getting asked any questions yet. They're just making statements. Like, do you guys want to hear it or no? Do you want to hear it or no? Let's see. Also, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Vix, you have helped me make life-changing money. Woo! There we go. Let's see. You've helped me pay for my father's cancer treatments. Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And you've helped so many people understand these crazy markets. Doing a good job. Dijon, I appreciate that, buddy. Everybody's saying no. Okay, yes. So we're not listening to it until we really get some stuff from Powell. Once I see Powell start to talk, like I'll flip it back and forth to get some statements. But again, we're just going to see Powell speak. Like we're going to get the news if we need it. Mara coming down a little bit more. So I'm holding these a little bit. The microns I still like. Let's see what happens with the SPY over here. What's it look like on the 1 minute? 1 minute's fighting around this 200 EMA over here. If it gets rejected, that's going to suck. And it's going to come right back down. Let's see what happens with Micron over here. All righty. Micron dropping? Yeah, a little bit. Can you share the link? Literally go on YouTube and type in Powell, and it's the first link. Okay, let's see. SPY rejected at this 200 over here on the 1 minute. AMC at 1781 over here. I want to hear you sing Frozen. Too bad. Too bad. All right, let me look at this over here. SPY Micron. Let me pull it up on the STC. Let's see here. We want to hear ankles. Oh, dude, I want to get some ankles too. That'd be pretty sweet if we got ankles today. We would need a big boom though. All right. Fucking Mara's being an asshole. All right. Let's see. Micron chilling. SPY moving down here. All right. Okay. Let's see what we're going to get over here, people. Putin's 22%. There you go. I want to hear floop. I mean, we could get one in a little while. So let's see. SPY's just kind of flickering around over a little bit here. All right. I got some SPY puts to hedge. Just in case. Just in case. So let's see what happens here. SPY looks like it could come down a little bit. So honestly, I'm probably ditching the Micron right now. Yeah, Micron's got to go. Unless, I don't know. Hold on. Let's give this a minute. Let's give this a minute over here. Doc, you puts. There you go. Mara, I love you, but why don't you love me back? I don't know, man. Mara's just being a little a-hole here. So SPY's just flickering here. Amy's trying to pop up. So I think I'm going to leave this for a little bit and just keep these SPY puts as like a little bit of a hedge. I think that's what I'm going to do with this. Where's Mara? Mara getting slapped in the face. Where's Bitcoin right now? And a little bounce. So let's see what happens here. I've got some Mara calls, Micron calls, and I've also got some SPY puts to hedge. So let's see what happens with this little strangly position I've got in the market right now. Powell talking right now. Yep.
Pleased to present the Federal Reserve's semi-annual monetary policy report. Before I begin, let me briefly address Russia's attack on Ukraine. The conflict is causing tremendous hardship for the Ukrainian people. The implications for the U.S. economy are highly uncertain, and we will be monitoring the situation closely. At the Fed, we're strongly committed to achieving the monetary policy goals that Congress has given us: maximum employment and price stability. We pursue these goals based solely on data and objective analysis, and we're committed to doing so in a clear and transparent manner so that the American people and their representatives in Congress understand our policy actions and can hold us accountable. I will review the current economic situation before turning to monetary policy. Economic activity expanded at a robust 5.5% pace last year, reflecting progress on vaccinations and the reopening of the economy, fiscal and monetary policy support, and the healthy financial positions of households and businesses. The rapid spread of the Omicron variant led to some slowing in economic activity early this year, but with cases having declined sharply since mid-January, the slowdown seems to have been brief. The labor market is extremely tight. Payroll employment rose by 6.7 million in 2021, and job gains were again robust in January. The unemployment rate declined substantially over the past year and stood at 4% in January, reaching the median of FOMC participants' estimates of its longer-run normal level. The improvements in labor market conditions have been widespread, including for workers at the lower end of the wage distribution, as well as for African Americans and Hispanics. Labor demand is very strong, and while labor force participation has ticked up, labor supply remains subdued. As a result, employers are having difficulties filling job openings. An unprecedented number of workers are quitting to take new jobs, and wages are rising at their fastest pace in many years. Inflation increased sharply last year and is now running well above our longer-run objective of 2%. Demand is strong, and bottlenecks and supply constraints are limiting how quickly production can respond. These supply disruptions have been larger and longer lasting than anticipated, exacerbated by waves of the virus, and price increases are now spreading to a broader range of goods and services. We understand that high inflation imposes significant hardship, especially on those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials like food, housing, and transportation. We know that the best thing we can do to support a strong labor market is to promote a long expansion, and that is only possible in an environment of price stability. The committee will continue to monitor incoming economic data and will adjust the stance of monetary policy as appropriate to manage risks that could impede the attainment of its goals.
There we go.
The committee's assessments will take into account a wide range of information, including labor market conditions, inflation pressures and inflation expectations, and financial and international developments. We continue to expect inflation to decline over the course of the year as supply constraints ease and demand moderates because of the waning effects of fiscal support and the removal of monetary policy accommodation. But we are attentive to the risks of potential further upward pressure on inflation expectations and inflation itself from a number of factors. We will use our policy tools as appropriate to prevent higher inflation from becoming entrenched, while promoting a sustainable expansion and a strong labor market. Our monetary policy has been adapting to the evolving economic environment, and it will continue to do so. We've phased out our net asset purchases with inflation well above 2% and a strong labor market. We expect it will be appropriate to raise the target range for the federal funds rate
That's it.
at our meeting later this month.
So, good rate hike.
The process of
Spy
removing
rip.
policy accommodation in current circumstances will involve both increases in the target range of the federal funds rate and reduction in the size of the Fed's balance sheet. As the FOMC noted in January, Fed funds rate is our primary means of adjusting the stance of monetary policy. Reducing our balance sheet will commence after the process of raising interest rates has begun and will proceed in a predictable manner, primarily through adjustments to reinvestments. The near-term effects on the U.S. economy of the invasion of Ukraine, the ongoing war, the sanctions, and of events yet to come remain highly uncertain. Making appropriate monetary policy in this environment requires a recognition that the economy evolves in unexpected ways. We will need to be nimble in responding to incoming data and the evolving outlook. Maintaining the trust and confidence of the public is essential to our work. Last month, we finalized a comprehensive set of new ethics rules to substantially strengthen the investment restrictions on senior Federal Reserve officials. These new rules will guard against even the appearance of any conflict of interest.
Here we go.
They are tough and best in class in government here and around the world. We understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Federal Reserve will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
Thank you very much. I now recognize myself for 5 minutes for questions. Chair Pro Tempore Powell, as you know, the Fed is required to conduct monetary policy in a manner that fulfills its dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices. But as you have explained, most of the inflation we're experiencing right now can be traced back to supply chain issues related to the pandemic, and the Fed cannot directly affect supply side conditions. These supply chain constraints seem likely to only significantly increase as Russia invades Ukraine and the full effect of our sanctions take hold. If the Fed's tools are mostly useful in stimulating or constraining demand, how can we expect monetary policy to rein in inflation that is largely driven by supply side factors?
Our policies really cannot, as you point out, affect supply side conditions. Our policies affect demand. What we're facing now is, though, an elevated level of demand in the face of supply side constraints, and it's the collision of those two things that's creating inflation. So there is an important job for us to move away from these very highly stimulative monetary policy settings to a more normal level of rates and perhaps tighter at a time when inflation is highly elevated, and that is what the committee plans to do.
So it seems clear that the Fed has limited tools to address inflation and that Congress has an important role to play. The Monetary Policy Report notes major shortages in housing supply as a factor in high prices. If Congress were to make investments to alleviate these shortages, do you think this would be helpful in addressing inflation?
major investments in housing supply. So I think housing prices are high for a number of reasons, actually. Difficulty in getting lots, materials, difficulty in finding workers, very high demand. It's been extraordinarily high. So those are many of the features, and also low interest rates have made credit widely available. Mortgage rates are going up. That will probably begin to cool off demand. I wouldn't want to comment on congressional legislation, but I do think there's no doubt a role for Congress.
So I suppose I could conclude without having you comment directly on fiscal policy, that you agree there are ways to manage inflation outside of monetary policy. It's not only monetary policy, that others have a role to play.
I do think that's right, but more in a sort of medium or longer term sense. I think the Fed does monetary policy, and inflation is largely a monetary phenomenon, and it's our tools that can be used to address inflation. Over time, though, of course, anything that expands the productive capacity of the United States over time would, in principle, make greater potential output and a less constraining economy.
Fed forecasters expect that inflation will subside as supply chain disruption issues are resolved. However, housing and rent prices, as you've said, account for roughly 1/3 of the consumer price index, and most economists do not expect the problem to be resolved as quickly as supply chain bottlenecks due to both the time it takes to develop housing and the lack of investment in housing that is affordable to low and moderate income families. Currently, there's a shortage of nearly 7 million rental homes that are affordable and available to America's lowest income renters, and a shortage of more than 5 million homes for potential home buyers. In my district, there's a shortage of more than 34,000 rental homes that are affordable and available to the lowest income families, while the state of California has a shortage of more than 962,000 affordable rental homes. If Congress does not make the investments to increase supply and access to the affordable homes in this country, how concerned are you that the Fed will not be able to contain inflation?
You're right that housing inflation is a significant part of the CPI. We also look more prominently at personal consumption, PCE, which is a different measure, and it's something less than that. And unlike these temporary supply side constraints that we see, housing inflation really is much more of an indicator of the tightness of the economy rather than supply side problems. So it's something we watch carefully, along with wages, frankly, and it is a major contributor to inflation. As I mentioned, higher interest rates housing is a very interest sensitive sector, and higher interest rates, really interest rates that move back toward a more normal level, should act to cool off the housing market over time.
Thank you. The gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. McHenry, who is the ranking member of the committee, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair. Chairman Powell, thank you for your leadership in tumultuous times. And this is certainly interesting times internationally, challenged times internationally. Everyone else on the Open Market Committee, it seems, has opined about the March meeting. Everyone, whether it's a tweet or an interview or anything else. What are your thoughts going into the March meeting?
The March meeting. Okay, so here's how I'm thinking about the March meeting. I guess I would start, of course, with the U.S. economy, which is very strong, the labor market extremely tight, and inflation running well above target. The way we think about our work is we develop working plans for making adjustments to monetary policy over the course of the coming months, and then we are flexible as plans meet the real world. So we're never on autopilot, obviously, and at a time like this, what we aim to do is lay out our principles, and then with whatever clarity we do have, and then proceed to implement those policies carefully and nimbly. So coming into this meeting, let's say before the Ukraine invasion, the committee was set to raise our policy rate, the first of what was to be a series of raises expected for this year. Every meeting was live. Decisions would be based on incoming data and the evolving outlook. I also expected we'd make great progress on our plan to begin to shrink the balance sheet. And so the question now really is, how the invasion of Ukraine, the ongoing war, the response from nations around the world,
Here we go.
including sanctions, may have changed that expectation.
Here we
So,
go.
It's too soon to say for sure, but for now, I would say that we will proceed carefully along the lines of that plan. The thing is, the economic effects of these events are highly uncertain. So far, we've seen energy prices move up further, and those increases will move through the economy and push up headline inflation, and also they're going to weigh on spending. We're seeing effects on other commodities and perhaps from declining risk sentiment and weaker growth abroad. The thing is, we can't know how large or persistent those effects will be. That simply depends on events to come. So this is where that leaves me. I do think it will be appropriate to raise our target range for the federal funds rate at the March meeting in a couple of weeks. And I'm inclined to propose and support a 25 basis point rate hike.
Yeah.
We're also going to write down our
25. That's good.
Economic projection, individual forecasts, which will show each participant's views of the path forward in the economy and with rates. I also expect that at this meeting, we'll make good progress toward an agreement on a plan to shrink the balance sheet. We will not finalize that plan at this meeting. We'll do that when we think the time is right at a coming meeting. The bottom line is that we will proceed, but we will proceed carefully as we learn more about the implications of the Ukraine war for the economy. We use our tools to support financial stability and macroeconomic stability. We're going to avoid adding uncertainty to what is already an extraordinarily challenging and uncertain moment. So that's how I would think about it.
Very specific. Now, you mentioned 25 basis points. From all the analysis about what the Fed will do over the course of the next year, is 25 basis points the floor, the ceiling? Is it the speed limit? Is that the max you think the Fed could take on? How do you think of that?
So here's how I think about that. We have an expectation. Those of us on the committee have an expectation that inflation will peak and begin to come down this year. And to the extent inflation comes in higher or is more persistently high than that, then we would be prepared to move more aggressively by raising the federal funds rate by more than 25 basis points at a meeting or meetings.
Now, you mentioned the balance
volatility
sheet,
is crazy.
plan for the balance sheet, and that is to come.
This volatility is wild.
But what I'm hearing clearly from you is that the Fed is very interested in financial stability given what's happening, and you're willing to make quick decisions on a question of liquidity, on a question of market stability, those important works that you've focused on as Fed chair. And so it's actually substantial news for the House to be the first rather than the Senate to break news. So thank you for your forthcoming, being so forthright about your views on this. And with that, Madam Chair, I yield back.
Thank you. The gentleman from California, Mr. Vargas, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and thank you for ranking member holding this hearing. Chairman Powell, thank you very much for being with us here once again. As we look at the unprovoked criminal Russian invasion of Ukraine, one of the most notable national security responses has been the president's recent announcement to cut off much of the Russian financial sector from SWIFT financial services. Our EU partners have also joined us and excluded 7 Russian banks from SWIFT. Chairman Powell, what practical effect would this have on Russia, its economy, its financial sector, and its people?
So thank you. I should point out that the Fed does not impose sanctions on other countries. That we, in this process of developing sanctions, we are not a principal. That's really a job for the administration, particularly the Treasury Department. So we provide technical background support and things like that. But I think questions about sanctions and their effects generally would be more for the administration and the Treasury Secretary. I think you can see, I will just add, though, that the effects of the sanctions so far appear for now to have been significant.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what happened to the ruble. We saw what happened to the market. The market's still closed. Is a way around it for them cryptocurrency? Could you talk a little bit about that? I know it's a little bit out of your bailiwick, but as you said, it's an interesting moment in time. You know, we haven't had to face this since really World War II, and even all the comments that you made about inflation and watching the market, so much of it is tied to obviously what the Russians are doing with respect to their unwarranted and criminal act there in Ukraine.
So I don't have any private information on the extent to which that is happening, but that is something you read about and hear about. And I just think it underscores the need really for congressional action on digital finance, including cryptocurrencies. We have this burgeoning industry which has many parts to it, and there isn't in place the kind of regulatory framework that needs to be there. It was probably no different with railroads or telephones or the internet. And ultimately, what's needed is a framework, and in particular, ways to prevent these unbacked cryptocurrencies from serving as a vehicle for terrorist finance and just general criminal behavior, tax avoidance, and the like. So I guess that's what I would say there. I don't really know the extent to which it's happening,
That's not
although
good.
you do hear that and read it in the paper.
Seems like an outform. Since we did go down this road, could you comment a little bit about then the central bank digital currency? It seems like that would be something that would be helpful in situations like this.
Yeah, so we issued a paper after much thought and many drafts. We issued a paper, was it late last year? I guess it was late last year, seeking public comment on the costs and benefits of a potential central bank digital currency issued by the Federal Reserve here in the United States, digital dollars. And we await, I think we gave an extended comment period, and we gave, and we very much look forward to reading those comments. This will be something that we invest a fair amount of time and expertise and hiring people and things like that to try to get it right. But also to understand whether the benefits actually outweigh the costs, which I think is an unanswered question both here and around the world. Nonetheless, it's our obligation to move vigorously to understand the answers to that question so that we can deploy a central bank digital currency if it's appropriate. So would it, in principle, it depends on why people are using unbacked digital currencies. If they're using them to evade, visibility and evade the law, then for us just to have a law-abiding CBDC won't change that. They'll still be able to use those currencies for that matter. The existing digital currencies that again are not backed are really vehicles for speculation. They're not used in payments. They're not a store of value. They're speculation like gold. That's what they're used for. Whereas, potentially a US CBDC would have a wider view. I do want to stress we have not decided to do it, but we do understand our obligation is to really get to the bottom and understand both the technical and the policy issues that need to be answered.
Thank you. And I know my time's about up. I'd just say from your lips to God's ears, I hope that the inflation does peak this year and does come down because people are hurting. And thank you very much again for your steady stewardship.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The gentlewoman from Missouri, Mrs. Wagner, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
I thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Welcome, Chair Powell. It's good to see you in the chair. We appreciate your time and service. Chair Powell, since the last FOMC meeting in January, the global economy has become markedly more complex. Russia's unprovoked and unwarranted invasion of Ukraine has led to a very steep increase in the price of energy. As of this morning, when I checked, a barrel of crude oil was priced at $112 per barrel. And, this steep increase in the price of energy risk pushing U.S. inflation potentially even higher. How does, and you've touched on it a little bit, but how does the war in Ukraine affect your thinking as you prepare for the next FOMC meeting?
So I think the first thing again to say is that the ultimate economic effects of the war and all of the sanctions and events yet to come are just very highly uncertain, and we need to understand that. And so, as I mentioned, I think it's appropriate for us to move ahead. Inflation is high. The committee is too high, and the committee is committed to using our tools to bring it back down to levels of price stability, which is to say 2% inflation. So, but I would also say that given the current situation, we need to move carefully, and we will, and we'll be nimble. We'll be looking at the situation as it evolves. And again, we will use our tools to add to financial stability, not to create uncertainty.
So at this point in time, you don't think that it significantly alters your expectations for the rate increases that you've discussed this year?
I don't think that's knowable yet. I mean, so we've run what we like to do is run alternative scenarios, and we've done some of that, as you would expect. And it's easy to find cases where it would affect, but we don't know that yet. We honestly don't, and we'll see.
Thank you, Chair Powell. Could you explain the role of the Federal Reserve in implementing U.S. sanctions on Russia? How you're working with OFAC, how this actually is implemented? Right.
So sanctions are really designed by the administration. They're part of what the elected government does, where we provide technical support. We implement those sanctions, or we make sure that the banks obey them, that we supervise and regulate. That's one thing that we do. We also consult on, we have knowledge about financial markets and financial institutions. So we're providing technical support, but we're not the decision makers on those things. And honestly, these are decisions that are made at the level of the government, not at the level of the elected government, not at the level of the Fed.
And I know things are happening quickly and in real time here, but what actions has the Fed taken to date since the invasion of Ukraine?
Well, I'd say, first of all, since late last year, we've been on very high alert for cyber attacks. We haven't seen any notable incidents about that yet. We consult. We're making sure that the banks we regulate and supervise are also on high alert. We communicate with the reserve banks, where there's a lot of expertise in these areas, and other parts of the government. So that's one thing that we've done. We're, as I mentioned, we are in very close contact with the Treasury Department, as you would expect, between every central bank and every finance ministry around the world. But again, we're not the ones who designed the sanctions.
Right. Well, cybersecurity is certainly, this committee is, and especially at the Fed, is a top priority. I'm glad that you're watching it closely. Chair Powell, does our U.S. financial system have the necessary capital and liquidity to handle any economic fallout from this war? What kind of data will we be seeing?
I mean, the evidence to me strongly suggests that the answer to that is yes. We just went through a rather enormous shock with the pandemic and the near closure of the global economy, and U.S. banks' capital levels are at multi-decade highs, liquidity levels the same. It's hard for me to look at that and say that a lack of capital is a threat at this point. There are certainly issues. Cyber for private financial institutions is a huge issue, and one that they spend a great deal of time on, as do we.
In 2015, the Obama administration blocked the development of the Keystone XL pipeline, a decision reversed by the Trump administration, and President Biden canceled the permits, again, depriving the U.S. of over 800,000 barrels of oil a day. Wouldn't expanding the supply of oil by 800,000 barrels a day reduce energy inflation and lower prices at the gas pump?
We're not responsible for energy policy. That's a matter for Congress and the administration. Of course, the laws of supply and demand do work.
Laws of supply and demand do work. I have used my time, and I yield back.
Gentleman from Guam, Mr. San Nicolas, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Good morning, Chair Powell. And I'd like to first recognize one of my senators from all the way from Guam, Senator James Moylan. Thank you so much for making time to join us here today, Senator. Mr. Chairman, over the course of the uptick of inflation in the last year, you testified before the committee on multiple occasions that the Fed believed that the inflation that the country was experiencing was transitory. And since that time, especially today, there's a seeming change in that tenor. Could you elaborate more on that?
Sure, I'd be glad to. So I think very widely among macroeconomists and other central banks around the world, we looked at it as akin to an energy shock and a supply side shock. And the textbook on monetary policy would have you look through that, because a supply shock comes and goes. And if by the time monetary policy is having its effect, which happens with long and variable lags, we think, the supply shock is already gone. So we looked at it that way. And, I think that we expected to get relief, particularly going into last fall, I would say. We expected when schools reopened, vaccinations, raised, kids back in school. We expected supply of labor to come in, that kind of thing. And it didn't happen. But it didn't happen because the supply side constraints didn't ease. They didn't ease. And so it's not like, as a practical matter, what was wrong was not the theory. It was just, in reality, the supply side constraints have been much, much more durable and persistent than we had expected. So we knew that we could be wrong. And I think I always thought we could pivot pretty quickly and catch up. And, we did pivot when we started to pivot in the middle of last year, and then pivoted hard at the end of the year. But in the meantime, the economy was really healing incredibly quickly over the second half of last year. Record job growth and record decline in unemployment, record tightening in the labor market. So, we know that what our job is now, which is to move away from these highly accommodative settings to more appropriate settings, given the very hot nature of the labor market and the level of inflation.
There's chatter, Mr. Chairman, public chatter, that the intensity of the inflation that we're dealing with today is a reflection of the Fed not taking policy action soon enough, not taking enough policy action. And there's chatter, public chatter, that causes the Fed's credibility to come into question as to whether or not it is acting responsibly and appropriately with the data sets that are coming in. And I bring this up, Mr. Chairman, because we have a duty to the American people to be able to raise these questions as pointed as they are, and to give individuals such as yourself an opportunity to really speak to the credibility question that's really out there in the community. If you could elaborate further on that.
Sure. It's for others to judge many of the things you mentioned, and we understand that. But so we, starting in December, at our December meeting, we began talking about significantly more rate increases. The market took us very much at our word. And as this year has gone on, the market so market participants do appear to be reacting, what I would call as appropriately to our assessment, our ongoing assessment and reassessment of what's appropriate. And, I'll just assure you and everyone that we are committed to achieving price stability. We will use our tools to achieve price stability. Really, that is an essential bedrock element of everything else we want to achieve in the economy, including a strong labor market.
When we faced the financial crisis in 2008, a lot of lessons were learned about the need for the Fed to be more responsive to the liquidity traps that could take us by surprise. Given the circumstances we're dealing with today and the frustrations that the American people are facing, can you share with us any lessons that the Fed has learned with respect to its responsiveness to the inflation that we've been dealing with over the past 12 to 18 months and the intense inflation that we're dealing with today?
The inflation that we're experiencing is just nothing like anything we've experienced in decades. It's higher, of course, much higher than anything we've seen since I was much younger. But not only that, it's different. It's coming from the goods sector. The goods sector has been a source of disinflation for a quarter of a century because so many manufactured goods have been.
But just specifically, Mr. Chairman, reclaiming my time, what specific lessons has the Fed learned from the outcome that we're dealing with today?
Well, we're still living through it. So the main focus we have is not on doing a retrospective. It's on conducting policy appropriately to return us to price stability while also sustaining the expansion.
Gentleman's time has expired. The gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Laudermilk, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And Chairman Powell, thank you for being here, and congratulations on your nomination to continue your job for a second term. I think it's well deserved. Before I get to my questions, though, I want to hold up something here. This is a Ukrainian dollar. It's a hryvnia. kept some of these when I was in Ukraine several years ago doing some ministry work. And I think it's interesting to think that what happens in the next few days may determine whether this is another defunct piece of currency and the nation returns to a ruble, or will this maintain some of its value? But as you look at it, you can see it's a fraction, physically a fraction the size of the US dollar. It takes about 30 of these hryvnias to match the US dollar. But when you look at values, our dollar has decreased in value, as you have mentioned, due to inflation. Now, a year ago, when you testified before this committee, I asked what your outlook was for the economy, and you said you expected economic growth to be strong for the rest of 2021. But at that time, I warned that the $2 trillion stimulus bill that was making its way through Congress at that time was unnecessary and far too big, given the economy was already recovering. Lo and behold, these predictions came true. In your opening statement, you mentioned that you didn't expect inflation to continue at the rate it is right now. But I also recall throughout 2021, we heard that inflation was slight, it was going to be temporary. But I also understand that that prediction probably didn't include the actions and the roles that Congress had, as you had said. Now, according to a report from the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, because the American Rescue Plan was so extremely large and was passed when the economy was already recovering, this was a...
All right, Powell off. Here we go. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. I think that's loud for you guys. All right, people. So hopefully everybody's having a good day today. We got Amy at 1788 over here. Also, as you guys are filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithm over there. AMD cross. Yeah, you guys are talking about Oxy over here. Let's see what's going on with Oxy. Spy's trying to make a little bit of a move back up here. OXY was coming up a little bit. Oxy trying Spy, literally just a volatile mother effort today. So you said AMD cross, still probably below that 200 EMA over here. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So it came up over here, but Spy back over here. Let's see if it's going to break out of this box here, people. I mean, it's using it as a decent level of support over here. I don't have any no. Why did I cut him off? Because nobody wanted to hear him anymore. 61% of the people that just voted said no Powell. So, I mean, we can sit here and listen to him for a little while if you want. I can go on and off. We can do Powell on, Powell off. But, I mean, we're going to get any of the news that we really need to know exactly from the meeting from these Twitter accounts that we have notifications on for. So, again, if you do want those Twitter accounts, it's Fast Stock News. UK bonds extend slide, 2-year yield jumps. Ooh. Powell, Fed, and Congress actions contributed to inflation. Yeah, obviously, bro. Silly goose. Let's see. Micron. I'm holding these microns. They're still up decent. So let's see. Express making your day. Good for you, man. Yeah, so I'm up about 28% on these microns. That's not bad. I think Micron's has the potential to be a little bit of a runner today, especially if the SPY wants to get a little bit of action, especially wants to break above 435.67. So watch that. Depending on what Powell wants to say. So, I mean, right here, it's coming down below. Let's see if it touches this 48 EMA on the 1 minute. I mean, overall, we're looking fine. Looking fine. So let's see. I'm going to close the poll. There we go. Also, guys, it is the best month to join up on the premium part of the Discord. You see all the people in here printing in it. I think Doug was in here really, really crushing it. So Doug, shout out to you. Atta boy. Why is SPY spiking? Any good news? Well, there was some news about Powell in the rate hikes. He's like, yeah, we're just going to do the 25 basis point rate hike. That's what it seems like he's about to do. But again, you never know. Powell says we're humble that we can't call inflation turn. Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm going to get all the news from that. We don't have to sit there and listen to it. We can just come in here and do this. 185% on DocuPuts. There you go. Rogue Civilian, what's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, so let's see. We're going to get going over here. SPY's coming down to test that 13 EMA again. All righty. You just hate that Powell is stealing your clout? What do you mean? I have no clout compared to Powell. Zero. I have zero clout to begin with. Shout out Vic. Shout out 1348. Yeah, guys. Good strategy over here. Also, yep, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the stream too. All righty. So Micron's still looking good. I want to see it break those highs. If SPY gets a couple of nice green candles here just randomly, which it easily can do, we'll print more on those Microns. I do have a bigger position on that one, so I am holding it. So 30%-ish on those Microns right here. Let's see what we want to get with this. So SPY's just kind of flickering around here doing its thing. Let's see. You're printing just by listening to you and love playing Follow the Ape. Yeah, here's the thing though. I don't see everything. You would do so much better if you were just getting the alerts. Like flat out right here. Like I'll tell you right now, if you want to just make it even better, The alerts are going to give you so much more information. So let's see here. 150% on DocuSign puts thanks to Powell. There you go, man. There you go. All right, SPY flicking around. Micron holding pretty good. Where's Verizon? Verizon was holding pretty well. I did hold those calls overnight and coming down a little bit here to that 13 EMA on the 5-minute. How are your Mara calls? Sold them. Ditched them. Those were no fun. I was not having fun with those Maras. So wheat is ripping. What's the ticker? Is there a ticker for wheat? Wheat ETF. Oh my God. Is there a chain on this? Oh no, it's kind of fucked up. So not really wanting to touch wheat right now, but like wheat is ripping. Very interesting over here. There goes the SPY. Not really. I mean, it's gonna do its thing over here. It's just gonna flicker around. Amy coming down 1754. It's just gonna do its thing. Like SPY's gonna flicker around and do its thing over here today. So let's see. We're gonna get wheat is just pumping over here. Wait, where's Lockheed now? That's what I want to look for. Where's Lockheed? Let's try it here. So let's see if SPY pulls up here. I mean, it did this before, so this could be higher highs, higher lows. That could be what we're seeing here on the SPY. Very, very possible. So let's see what we get. Wheat rip because of Ukraine. Oh yeah, because they produce a bunch of wheat, don't they? Like that's one of their main exports, wheat. They produce I think somebody said 30% of the world's wheat. I think somebody said that's pretty crazy. Micron, how are these doing? These are probably up 20% now, something like that. 17%, not bad. Oddly enough, Home Depot is going nuts. Dude, I love playing Home Depot. Home Depot is so fun to trade. Yeah, wow. See, so what's his name who was saying that earlier that you were just crushing it listening here? I didn't see Home Depot, and you literally could have gotten this little cross right here at 322 and ripped this all the way up and printed. So, I mean, I'm not going to see everything. The chat can sometimes give me stuff, but if you want all of the alerts to take it to the next level on 350 stocks in the market, I mean, that's where the premium comes in. So SPY flickering around a little bit here. Micron, how we doing on this? Yeah, it's bouncing up off this a little bit. All righty, 25% on Micron. All right, SPY, it's your time to shine here, pal. Let's see. Amy, 1760, down about 3.8%. DraftKings was a good play too. Yeah, guy. Again, I can't see everything. That's why the alert system is there for you guys. For all of those stocks, nobody can see everything without those alerts. Trading Fraternity said we would run. Of course, Josh did. Josh has got them all. So SPY's trying to come back up here a little bit. Let's see what we get here. 28% on the Micron, not doing too bad. Let's see. Hopefully MACD doesn't cross down on the SPY on the 5-minute. That would suck. Yeah, that would be no fun. I mean, it did right here and then it came right back up. So it can just reverse it really quickly. Let me check on the SPY over here. Yeah, it's still looking fine. So let me check Micron. Ooh. Any reason we have no positive movement after a great beat? But the buyers aren't stepping up. That's really what it is. So everybody was talking about that they're going to buy today. Are they? I don't know. I don't know if they're actually going to end up buying today. So I'll buy it. So I'll probably buy a little bit later today. Let's see. Come on, Ford. Is Ford going? Ford might have. Yeah. So Ford's flickering. SPY's flickering over here too. Let's see what we get on. What's Lockheed doing? I mean, we're just kind of hunting it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. So. All right. Let's see. Do you want to buy some rubles? Not really. I mean, your alerts may be broken. I'm getting, unless you have the notifications turned off, I'm getting shitloads of alerts. I just can't read them all the time. I can't see them because I'm on stream with you guys. So if you guys want to get the alerts, it is also the best time of the month to join up. So make sure you guys check that out. Let's see. AMC to 22 today. That'd be sweet, man. All right, Lockheed's looking like it wants to get spicy here. Wait, crude oil. Yeah, so oil sold off a little bit. On high volumes, as Fed Chair Powell suggests Fed will raise rates several times. Oxy puts? No, not yet. USO puts? Hold on. So oil futures coming down. Yeah, so look at this. So USO is selling here. So here comes SPY back to the upside. So watch oil on the downside. If you've been playing those oil plays, careful. Careful. They might start to come down pretty significantly right now. Let's see. Did Virtue sell out 40 million? Not to my knowledge, no. Let's see. 33% on Micron, down a little bit on the SPY calls. Let's see if Lockheed does this today, I mean, it could do something crazy. Para up like 6% on the day. Do you use normal stop losses or mental? Oh, it's all mental because I sometimes like to let things go. If I'm scaling in stuff, I don't want to like mess around with it because the only problem I have with stop losses is if you're trading something that's illiquid and you do a stop, it triggers a market order. So you could get sparked on that sell and just get hammered. AMC pop incoming. I mean, it could get a little bit of action over here. SPY flickering over here. We're up 33% on Micron. Not bad. If SPY breaks this day high and starts to run, I'll get some more SPY contracts. I just think that SPY at the top end of this range over here could be good, unless it's going to really come down. SV doesn't always follow the rules. Very true. And that's how I get myself into trouble. Always follow the rules. Do as I say, not as I do, you know? All right. So Lockheed doing all right over here. SPY just flickering. All right. Let's see. $35. All right, here we go. Micron got a little pop, I think, just now. Oh, it's trying. So SPY's flickering around here. I'm just hunting stuff. I'm seeing what we can get. I think Mara is dead for the day. Yeah, I was playing that on a little bit of a Bitcoin run, and it just never did it. So this level right here, these breaks on the SPY above this 200 are really important. We need it to really get some volume after it gets through this box over here. But the moving average, well, the 5 minutes are coming up slower to the top end of this box. GME selling off right here, down 2.23%. Amy selling off right now. 60% on Lockheed. There you go. How's it going? Yeah, I really wanted to break this 200 EMA for me to even consider it. So we'll see. We will see. Unless you had Fintel, Virtue's pretty much out. Let me look. AMC. Virtue closed out of their entire position on the file date in September. Like they've been out for a while, if that's what you're looking at. So no, Virtue, nothing new. Yeah, Amy's. I mean, it's getting some buyers over here. 1745. That's not the worst thing in the world. Lockheed getting rejected over here. Micron. I mean, it's still holding. Micron looking good here, man. Like that's. You guys know that I love to paper hand these semiconductor calls, and I just don't want to do that today. Like I'm up 35% on it. I think it's going to be all right. Let's see. So SPY's coming down to test this 13 EMA over here. Let's see if we can get a rally back up. I mean, I want this. So right here, what we're looking at is higher highs, higher lows. That's kind of what I want to see. So if we break out of this box again and start to go, we need it to break this 435.67 to make a higher high on the day to really get us to the upside. And that will print my Micron calls and some of the SPY calls that I have. But I've just been scaling into the SPY. I haven't really done anything crazy on it yet. Shill's pumping FUD. Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. Really. Like I'm holding no matter what these idiots say. Like if they come in with like a valid argument, which literally none of them do. Oh, Micron popping up here. SPY yeah, here we go on the SPY. That's not bad. So Micron getting a little action over here. 43% on the Microns right now. It's looking like it wants to make a high over here. SPY, come on, girl, let's go. AMC down 10%. AMC's not down 10%. What are you talking about? Like literally, what are you talking about? It's down 4.6%. What are you looking at? Do you need to go to Lens Crafters? Like we're having a no nonsense policy here today. We've enacted that on the channel. Any nonsense, I'm going to roast you. Like, I'm sorry. Like it's fun. Like this is just how it's going to be from now on. Like, yeah, Amy's not having fun right now, but if people, new highs on Micron, there we go. If people are going to come in and start saying nonsense, you're getting the spark. Am I buying AMC today? Yeah, I probably will. 52% on Micron. Bing bong. There we go. Micron printing. So SPY's coming up. We need this high over here. So we got 2 minutes left on this candle. Let's see what happens. Micron's making new highs. I'm up 60% on Micron. There we go, people. Dang, just paper handed my Micron for 70%, 10 contracts. Dude, that's good. FUD in the chat. Get them. I will literally roast you and tell you that you're stupid and explain to you why you're stupid and break it down very simply for you. All these shills. That's what I'm talking to right there. Lockheed looking weak again. Yeah. Someone going to need lens crafters if they want to see some ankles? Yeah, pretty much. Shouldn't good earnings create buying pressure? It depends on if the buyers are going to step in or not. Like, that's what it all comes down to. Like, are the buyers going to step up? SCV getting spicy? Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, I went big on these microns, and now I'm kind of printing a little bit. All right. SPY new highs over here. There we go, people. All right, get another one. All right, let's see. I'm fully into the SPY now. Probably not getting any more contracts. Micron's printing right now, bro. 78% on Micron, dude. Boom! I'm not paper handed any of these nonsense calls over here anymore. Guys, also, as you're filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Look at this textbook 1348 on Micron right here. Crosses right at open. Above the 200 EMA. Flickers around. Now it's making new day highs, and we're absolutely printing. Here we go, people. You want to say 1348 doesn't work? You're going to have to work. Just kidding. I don't know. I'm just messing around. Trying to be humble, but I was good at options before 1348. Now I have levels or EMA lines for the price to fall in the 5-3 in 1 minute. As soon as it breaks out, 1348 limits losses. Yeah, dude, you're crushing it. Para prints. Yeah, I mean, I bet you're printing on para. SPY's looking really solid right here. So where's the next box level? That's far. I mean, it could get a little bit of a run. I'm going to be watching SPY like a hawk right now, like Jerome Powell. I'm up 26% on SPY calls too. Thank you. What are you saying about buyers aren't stepping in rather than the amount of shares on loan? Azur. So volume is a result, not a cause. Remember, we talk about this all the time. Volume is a result, not a cause. So you can have wild high volume, but you can also have wildly high volume, but it's all sellers. Like, that's the issue. All right, SPY flicker in here, up a little bit on the contract, 70% on the Micron. Fire me up, people. Let's see what we're going to get over here. So maybe we got some statements from Powell. Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov says there should be a set of weapons specified that can never be deployed in Ukraine. Okay, that's not bad. All right, SPY, do her thing over here. Let's go. Too late to get into SPY call now. Missed it earlier. Technically, no, because this is the first closing candle above this box here. We've gotten a couple of them in the past. If this 5-minute 13 EMA comes out of this box here, we are going to see tests now above this box, which is really good. 86% on Micron. Fuck yeah, dude. I love to see you guys making money. Remember, protect your gains. If you got to take some profit off the table, make some of it free. Perfectly fine. Let it ride, but make sure you're protecting some of these gains that you guys have. So 21% on SPY calls right now. This is doing pretty good. 81% on Micron. So printing today. Up 5% on 4 SPY contracts right now. There we go. Amy, come on. It's time to go. 1757 on AMC over here. SPY new highs over here. Micron coming up. Boom. Let's go. Can you check Vanguard Fintel? I accidentally said Virtue. Yes, Vanguard definitely did not sell. Vanguard definitely did not. I can tell you that right now. Vanguard decreased their position by 0.22%. They have 47 million shares. Micron looking good. SPY looking good over here. All right, let's see. You bought a contract on 200 for Weeble and it filled at 250. Is that normal? No, you got to. Oh, it depends on what kind of order you're putting in, limit or market. So if you are putting in market orders, you're gonna get screwed like that sometimes. If you're putting in limit orders, you shouldn't get screwed like that. Up 80% on SPY calls today. 1348 doesn't work. I mean, I'm up 45% on them. I'm up 90% on the Micron. I mean, these SPY calls are going to go nutty. So if you guys were here in the pre-market with me, this is exactly what we were looking for. Like textbook. We're looking for that 1348 cross. I tried to get in a little bit early, not going to lie. Got rejected over here. It typically does this, and it comes back up, tests a couple more times. Then you see that break out of the range. Bing, bang, bong, printing. There we go. 160% Trey's mustache. Dude, I am so happy that you are printing right now. Like, that's awesome. Oh, microns are up 95%. I went big on the Micron too. So this is good for me. This is a good day. Guys, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too, especially if you guys are printing with 1348. And those of you who are still a little bit wary of the strategy, I mean, if you have questions, just let me know. We can go over stuff. Not a hedge fund. Thank you so much for the super. Thanks to whoever called out that JWN cross. Woo! There you go. Yeah, SPY is printing right now. What are these contracts up? 46%. Bing bong. 106% of them. Okay, so I should make these microns free. That is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to sell 2 of these. I have 4 contracts. This is the smart way to play these. So I'm going to put out okay. So I made the Micron free. I'm following my rules a little bit with the risk management on making stuff free, just letting you guys know. So my Micron calls are up 110% now. I've made it free. So now I can ride these out a little bit and just be perfectly, you have to join it. Dude, I'm telling you, like, I'm not just bullshitting you. This isn't like, oh yeah, pay us. No. This strategy is so good. Micron coming up still 115% up, 35% on the SPY, maybe a little cool off here, but Micron looking really solid. I'm going to let these contracts ride. I went pretty big on it. Took a little bit of profit off the table, made it free. So now we're just kind of chilling over here with them. 37 to 40% on SPY over here. AMC trying to get a little bit of momentum up to the upside here. 1761 looking decent. Mr. Finance, 98%, 1348 return trade. Woohoo. First trade. Take the jump, people. 1348 is the ocean. Dude, it's really good. Played Chase the SPY a bit, starting to pay off. Calls up 160%. Damn. Let's see. Verizon. Oh, is Verizon coming up too? Dude, I held those overnight. Oh, there we go. Those could be good. How much are these up? 12%. Nothing crazy. All right. So 104% on the Micron, still solid over here. Oh shit. I went big on the SPY too. Nice. Verizon looking good. Had 220% gains this morning in my 4 calls. 1348 has been amazing. Dude, I love to see it, man. And again, I can't see everything. Like, we can get the tiny microscopic view of what we like to look at over here. But if you're getting alerted on 350 stocks and you can kind of pull them up and be like, all right, this one's doing this, like, come on. So that's what the Discord's for if you guys want to take it to the next level. So only up 21% on these SPYs right now, 96% on the Microns. I'm happy I made those free so I can kind of ride these out for a while. The Verizon looks to be printing over here. So I have the $54 strike for this week. I might leave this a little bit. If it goes up big, I'll make it free. But overall, things are looking good in the market here. So let's see if SPY can hold this little break above this range over here. If it can't, get out of the SPY calls, take your gains, and go on to the next trade, huh? All right, Amy, what are we doing over here? Coming down a little bit. I'm surprised you held contracts overnight. It was small on Verizon. I think it was like $120 on that trade. It was very, very small. And the reason being, SPY had a big red day yesterday. So Verizon had a nice little 1348 cross on the 5-minute. In the last week when we saw that happen, the next day Verizon had a really solid day and you guys were going up. Like, you guys were having like really, really crazy gains on it. So I was like, I'll take a little bit of a risk on it, hold it overnight. Because I had already had some. What's SoFi doing? Oh, dead. So the Verizons are only up 16%. The SPYs are up 25 and the Microns are up 100%. So that's pretty good over here. SPY wants to make a little bit of a move here. I'm going to hold these contracts. Woo! Boeing on the cross up. Here we go. Amy down about 4.25% over here. But if you're making trades today, you're making that back. Fidelity doesn't allow 0-day to expiration options. We don't have to go 0 day. I just like the 0 days. They're a lot more fun for me because you can make a lot more money with a smaller amount. Where did all the shills go? I don't know. I feel like they just saw me printing and were like, all right, gotta go. Let's see here. All right. Everything's looking pretty good. Soxel and fast to the moon. There you go. Wait, isn't Soxel inverse semiconductor? Or no, that's SPXL, I think. So I think Soxel's the bull. All right. Print. Let me throw this in the Discord really quickly. All right, folks. So SPY starting to move up a little bit here. Let's see. SPY moving up. Micron coming up. There we go. AMC always takes a few days to reflect earnings. Yeah. Okay. We can do that right now. So on the daily chart on AMC, look at this. So earnings, this one was a little bit weird because when was this? Right in November. That's when we started to get unicorn. So then we really started to sell off. Didn't really matter what was going on in AMC land. The market's going to do what it's going to do. So then over here, we have earnings right here, sells off and then goes from 31 to 52. Okay, cool. Then we have this one right here, earnings. So, all right. So this earnings right here, it's down about at 9. Then a couple of days later, it goes up, what is that? 60, 70% all the way up to here. So I'm not saying that that is going to happen, but that is the track record with AMC for most of the previous earnings. SPY's looking really good right here. Woo, baby. What made you play Micron? It's a little cheaper than AMD. A little cheaper. Verizon's a slow burner. Yeah, I mean, how's it doing here? Oh, baby. Love this, man. All right, let's see here. 112% on the Micron, 45% on SPY. And what am I up on Verizon? 23%. Not bad. Not bad. All right, SPY's going on a little moon mission here. Let's see if Amy can get some with it. Again, remember, they have a lot of shares that they can potentially use against us if they choose to. 34% on Apple. I was looking at Apple a little bit before, but I was like, if the SPY's going to run and it's a 0 day, like that's kind of what I want. What contracts do I have on the SPY? Oh, shit. I need another $1 on the SPY. So, I mean, I think we can get it, but we'll see. I mean, I'm up 46%. That's not bad. 114% on Micron. Bing bong. AMD crossed. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, SPY looking good. Verizon. Where's Micron? All right. Micron still looking so. Oh, contract in the money on Micron. Bing bong. There we go. Corsair getting a 1348. Interesting. Oh, come on, SPY. Do your thing. You're only up 80% on the Intel. That's Apple was cheaper, right? But there's more time to expiration. Is Gabe streaming in the Discord today? He should be. I don't know where he's at. If he's not there now, let me check. Let me see. I don't know if he is. He should be. He should be. Let me take a look. SPY's making new highs over here. 52% on SPY calls, 50% on SPY. Oh my God. Woo! There we go. Oxycross, which way? Up or down? All right. Micron looking good. SPY looking good. Everything's just looking solid over here. So my Micron's about to go $1 in the money. What were you looking at? Oxycross, which way? It's not crossing yet, but it's close. It's close. So you got, I mean, if you held your oxys overnight from this all the way down to here, you're still crushing it. So good for you guys on all the Occidental trades. You paper handed your Micron when they started going down, when Powell started talking. Dude, I held those. Pfizer candle, which way? All right. I do want these SPYs to go up 100% so I can make them free, get my money back. But, I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen. It could, though. If SPY keeps... This is on the 5-minute? Jesus. Yeah, Pfizer coming up a little bit here. Where's Verizon? BZ. Selling off a little bit here. SPY moving down a little. SPY calls are spiking. Yeah, I mean... Every day we have something crazy going on here, people. Like every day we got something great. So, Mara coming back. Yeah, I ditched the Mara for a loss. I didn't like that one. That sucked. Like that one hurt. That one hurt my soul. All right, folks. Let's see what we got going on over here. Second take Apple call, 68%. There you go. All right. Amy, 1757 over here. Let's see. AMD, NVIDIA cross up. Yeah. Micron was the play this morning. I mean, this is a nice cross. I just don't. AMD's just been a little weirdo. Like, I have a boatload of shares that long, so I can just afford to just hold it and be fine. So, I mean, I'll stick with my Micron and dick around with it. Let's see. AMC not even moving up anymore. I mean, today it's down 73 cents over here. 130% on SPY. There you go. Sold and got back in 20%. My man, there you go. What am I up on SPY? 42%. 115% on Micron. Thank you very much, man. SoFi just getting started. Which way? On the up? Yeah, if this curls back, that could be spicy. I'm going to hold that SoFi strangle. It's so cheap and it's like kind of meaningless. So TLT probably coming down. Yeah, TLT down a lot today. That strangle is getting busted. Whoa. SPY premium's coming up. 45% now. 121% on Micron. There we go, people. Yeah, crushing Micron. We typically tend to do those things. So AMC, let's do a quick Ortex update over here. Hold on. Let me look at this really quick. Let's take a look. All right. AMC. All right. SPY moving down a little bit here, I think. Micron's coming up. Micron's still holding. Wow, no updates. So I think there's something weird going on with Ortex today. Only 52,600 shares borrowed. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. 20.14% estimated short interest on this thing. So SPY, little red candle over here. Nothing really to be too scared about. Micah, thanks for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. STV, you're up 132% on Micron. Boom. I love to see that, man. Congratulations, printing. And honestly, thank you for listening to the strategy and learning it and giving it a chance, because it is so incredibly powerful. Let's see. SPY flickering around a little bit here. Still up big on the Micron. It's holding and coming up here with the SPY kind of doing its thing. So honestly, guys, I love when you guys are printing. It's awesome. And here's the thing. If we are going to need to buy a bunch more AMC shares to get that disclosure of ownership, and apes don't have really a lot of money to like really start buying, how do you think they're going to do that? 1348. So let's see. Is it possible for you to specify the percentage of the float by retail investors excluding index funds? Okay. You got to think about it like this. The way Adam Aaron is describing it is, let's say that there are 10, let's just say there's 100 shares that there's supposed to be, and retail owns 80 of them. Okay. So that gets us to 80%. That's the June number. Then Adam Aaron comes out in, I think, September to in the fall, whatever it was, fall into winter. And he says, if you take out the amount of shares that mutual funds and ETFs need to hold, meaning they're not circulating, they're just buying them and holding them. So let's say that's 5 shares. So instead of going 80 divided by 100, you're doing 80 divided by 95. So the amount of shares and shareholders isn't changing. It's just the way that the data is being presented. It's still very, very, very bullish that we still have that many shareholders. So let's see, 30% on SPY, 122% on Micron. Fire me up, people. Let's see. TLT coming up. Interesting. So SPY and TLT can link up together. They've done it many times in the past. Micron's 2 cents off that previous high. After these plays today, I think I love you. Trey's mustache, I love you too, buddy. Hey, dude, we're on the way to getting you green or even in your account. That's what we're doing. 1348, man. I'm trying to get you even. Not me. I'm just trying to teach you the strategy. Don't follow anything that I do. I'm an idiot. Bro, I can't believe I made $100 from $6. Lol, best strategy in the market. Dude, STV is savage today. Yeah. All right. SPY moving down a little bit here. Where's the 1 minute 13? All right. So it's flickering right at it right now. So I'm going to leave the SPY on this here. Micron's probably doing something similar. Not really. It's still holding up here. So let's see what the SPY wants to do. Oh, bing bong. Dude, Trey's mustache. I'm really happy that you're doing good. Is it possible to trade 1348 if you got a day job? Yeah. Micron new day highs. You just got to trade the longer time frames. It's a little bit riskier in this market, in my opinion, but you can easily do it. Do I play disc golf? No, I don't. You made $1,200 on $900 today? Damn, bro. Damn. Oh, Ryan Cohen tweet? All right, we're up now 130% on Micron. Oh, yeah, 1348 doesn't work. Did Ryan Cohen tweet? Oh, I should probably change the title of this stream, too. Yeah, because we're not doing Powell anymore. Hold on. See, here we go. So Ryan Cohen tweet, where's my Twitter? Right here. Did he tweet something new? Did he put out a 70th tweet? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Interesting. What could that pop? Oh, GME with a pop. What could that potentially mean? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What do you guys think that could mean? SPY coming down a little bit here. Micron selling off a little bit. What do you guys think that means? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He likes apples? No. Branch length? All right. SPY bouncing off the 25 MA over here on the 1 minute. AMC is the Apple partnership with Apple. No, I don't think why would they do that? Like maybe App Store stuff. Maybe. Okay. So they do have that app coming out. It could have to do with something with the Apple App Store stuff. Maybe. Because I think they do have an app. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm looking. All right. It means when fruit falls, it stays close. No, I know what it means, guys. Let's see. It means Granny Smith is long on meme stop. I don't know. All right, SPY moving down a little bit here. Micron getting a little bit of a sell off here. Luke, I'm your father. I'm just trying to think of what it could mean. He said ankle, not apple, though. Yeah, so maybe the app on the App Store. Does it take just as long for Settlecast to show up if you sell shares? 2 days for that. Let's see. He means stop benefiting off the apes. Dude, the apes are printing with 1348, 600 Valley of Death. Dude, you need to get like not smarter, but like you need to learn the strategy, buddy. Let's see. Let's see here. It means Phil. I know what it means. All right, SPY and Micron coming back up. Amy with a little pop. Let's see if we can get that 5-minute MACD cross. Let me like that tweet. I didn't do it yet. Like Mara crossing. Let's see. Legend has Isaac. You're going with Isaac Newton now. That's what we're doing here. Guys, also, if you don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream on your way in helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. YouTube's been kind of janky with us recently. Made 20% on my first 1348 trade. Exactly. There you go. Let's see. SPY coming up. Let's see. 28% on 29% on SPY. Ooh, it's flickering hard here. What was that? Hold on, SPY. What the hell was that, pal? 122% on Micron. Not bad. Stop benefiting. That guy writes the same thing every day. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You can think that. But at the same time, like, I'm here every day putting, like, live with you guys, trying to help you guys with your trading. So, I mean, you can think that all you want. That's fine. You can have that opinion. But, I mean, I'm doing my best, the best that I can to help you guys learn how to make money in this market right now. Jared, thanks for the super buddy. How many phony shares are available to borrow? I mean, you can look at Stonko Tracker for that, but I don't typically look at that because that's just one broker. Right now, the most important number you got to look at is shares estimated to be sold short, shares on loan. 116 versus 103, so that's about 13 million shares. Micron coming back up, SPY moving back up here. Not bad. He's a pecker peeper? Oh, God. Amy trying to get above Amy trying to get above this 13 EMA over here. SPY moving back up. I mean, I've got this on the one. Oh, this is the 5 minute. No, it's not. That's the 1 minute. So let's throw this back on the 5. 100% on Micron. Let's go. Let's see. You're doing a great job, SB. F the haters. I try, man. Let's see. Did anyone catch the Apple cross this morning? I was looking at it, but I was like, if I'm going to trade anything, I think my money is better spent on the daily SPY just because it's like, there's less time to expiration. Like Theta is going to come and get me at one point, but it's fine. 127% on Micron, 37% on SPY right now. And I think SPY's got a little bit more room to run up here. If it, like, look, you're just seeing like these higher highs and higher lows. So GME's coming back up a little bit, a 0.4% on the day. Amy getting a little bit of a pop here, little bit. 1773 right now. Micron doing its thing over here. Let's see. Do you usually wait for the 5 minute cross? Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes I might try to get in a little bit early and start scaling in, but usually I wait for the true 5 minute cross. So, all right, people, let's print. All right, so I'm up a boatload on SPY. I'm up a boatload on Micron. Doing good. Mara cross looks weak. I'm not touching Mara anymore. I've been burned too many times with it. AMD, honestly, is it doing its thing? Yeah, so it's now getting that pop. I'll get maybe a little AMD play, a little baby one, just because like it looks good on this 1348. Where's the high? 116.86. Oh, it's right there. So that could be a little bit of a breakout right here if it wants to go. Let's do this right here. All right, I got some AMD. See what happens with it. SPY, new highs, bing bong. 133% on Micron, 45% on SPY. Got the AMD. Let's see. 1348 cross bouncing off this 200 EMA. If it breaks that high, it could really start to run. So let's see what happens here. GM is strong. Yeah. So there was that GM cross this morning that we were hunting for. Oh my God. Wait, maybe it was. Yeah. So this is a really good one on GM. So SPY doing its thing over here. Where's AMD? Flickering. Let's see. GME pump. Yeah. Oh, there we go. GME. Mara curling to run. Yeah, Ryan. I just don't want to touch it anymore. It's not. That's the thing. Like you gotta pick yourself. Verizon's going. Oh, look at that. What am I up on Verizon? 32%. Thank you very much. 140% on Micron. 45% on SPY. Down a tiny bit on AMD. 4%. So let's see what happens with this. SPY flickering here. Yeah, Verizon is pumping. Yeah, we talked about the Ryan Cohen tweet. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's a pretty interesting one. Also, guys, as you're filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. So thank you guys so much for all your support. Hopefully you guys are printing and actually taking time to learn the strategy because it's fire. AMD. Okay, let's see what happens with you today, pal. Second 1348 trade ever, and I'm up 120% on Micron. There you go. SPY flickery. AMD being a bitch. Micron, crushing it, dude. Crushing it on Micron. So AMD looks to be the lagger. If money starts to flow back into all chip makers, the Apple tweet has GME moving. Sort of, man. I mean, didn't they have the app? I think it has to do with the app. I'm a truck driver and I trade 1348 all day. We benefit from you. Trace Hoodie, I appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. GME coming up here a little bit. SPY starting to come back up. Micron, new day highs, bro. Jesus. 50% on SPY. Still down a little bit on AMD. AMD doesn't like it so far. Jim Ryan, thank you so much for the super. Child with similar characteristics to the parent. Dude, I know, but like, who's the child? Like, well, who is it? Like, what's he talking about? Oh, SPY. 68% on the, so 75% on the SPY. SPY's pumping right now. 160% on the Micron. 83% on SPY now. Thank you. This is great. Damn, cash out on Micron at 78%. Hey, profit's profit, buddy. Now I'm green on the AMDs. Now I'm really green on the SPY. I'm really green on the Microns. Jesus. All right, let's see. Where's Verizon now? Where's Verizon? Don't even tell me. Oh, Verizon doing good too. Oh, this is fun today, people. Did they find more fake shares to play with today? Matt Stuck Suspenders. Good to see you back in here, buddy. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Probably. I mean, they did already have a lot of shares on loan that they could have sold. How's your DWAC doing, bud? I mean, I've been really liking Micron. I'm playing SPY a shitload today. Not a hedge fund. Thanks for the super, buddy. Is Amy the child that didn't fall too far? Maybe. I don't know. Holy. Dude, 1348 is a godsend. I love this. We are having fun. We are having so much fun today, man. We're having a little bit too much fun. 1783 on Amy right now. Come on, let's go green. SPY's just moon missioning over here. Watch out. SPY up against the descending resistance on the 1 day starting at 1. Okay, fair. If I can make it free, I will. So if these go up 100%, I'll make it. Oh shit, I can't make it free. I have to sell 2. because I only have 3 contracts, which is fine. I mean, that's okay. The AMDs now are only up 2%, which is kind of crazy. The only DWAC I see, BBIG pump. There you go. 130% on Micron. Yeah, I'm up 165% right now, so not bad. SPY moving up. SPY's ripping right now. So let's see. These contracts are up 100%. I should have bought more contracts so I could have made it free. That kind of sucks. Mike V. Woo! There we go. Trey's mustache, 240% on the SPY now. Let's go, buddy. There we go. All right. Now I'm up 90% on the SPY, which is kind of sad. Kind of sad. All right. I'm looking forward to getting my money in so I can start trading 1348 and storing my gains in meme stocks. There you go, buddy. All right. Let's check on the 1 minute. I'm down. What is on the 30 minute? Good. 1 hour. Good. Daily chart. It's coming up to that 200 EMA on the daily. So what price is this about? 439.62. My SPY calls just went in the money, which is sweet. 210% on Micron. Holy shit, I'm up. Oh, I thought I was up more. 156%. AMD a little bit in the red. SPY up 91%. Not bad. What's the Micron ticker? MU. Amy trying to come up here a little bit as well. I'm a paper-handed bitch. Hey, is you're taking your gains. No, you're not. So these Micron contracts that I have are technically free. So if we think about that, I'm up way too much money, which is good. I mean, we're making back the potential loss that we're having on AMC today on the downside. Ryan Cohn Sweet might have been another hedge fund getting margin called potentially, but I don't think he would have inside information onto when that stuff is happening. How's AMD doing over here? It's not really playing out for me right now. It's trying. AMD's trying over here. So I have the 118 weekly is what I have on AMD. I got 2 of them. Let's see. No Micron. Subi sickness. What's wrong with Micron? It's having a great time over here. It's just holding at the high. Just holding at the high. Somebody yell at SoFi. Nah. Cookie and Boys. Oh God, SCB got wrench. Let's see. Catching y'all in the afternoon. My meeting's starting out. Johnny. Thanks for popping in, buddy. I appreciate that. Oxy about to cross. Where's oil right now? 106.59. It's up 3%. Natural gas is up 2.5%. Lunch dip. All right, hold on. I need the 1 minute on the SPY right here. Yeah, coming down to touch this 13 EMA. The new guy. Thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. SV, I have 30 SPY contracts holding 6 Friday. I was down 6K, now down 2K. How's it looking for the day? Depending on what it looks like it's going to continue up. It's just cooling off a little bit right now. That's what I see. I'm going to take a look at it on TradingView to see what I'm getting on this. So SPY still looking fine. Nothing crazy going on the STC. And then Micron still looking really strong too. Let's see. Amy coming up a little bit here. 1791. SPY bouncing off this 13 right here. Frank, thanks for the super, buddy. Ask Gabe if I can tell the hooker's profit is profit. I will ask him that for you, I guess. Remember the Discord, would it be possible, like mentioned yesterday, for you guys to make a video trading with a paper account using the strategy? I trade live in front of you all day long, Gabe. So you can watch me do it. But trading with a paper account, I mean, that's what you should do to start and just kind of figure out the strategy. But again, let's see. $20 is $20. Oh God. Micron about to rip holes in the own zone leader. Yeah, I think so. So SPY's just chilling here. It's coming down a little bit. What are these contracts up now? Like 20 something percent. Oh, 35%. Nice. Hold on. All right, what do we got here? Micron back up. SPY chilling here. I mean, I'm holding these Microns. They're free and they're up a shitload. So let's see. Wait, did I miss a super? No. Okay. Oxy about to cross in the 5 minute. Micron's coming up. Yeah, Oxy about to cross. SPY up 50%. Micron 165%. Jesus Christ. Mara strong. Not when I trade it. You don't want me coming in and buying any Mara. All right, Oxy does look good right here. I'm probably not touching it just because Oxy moves weird. But if you're in it already from yesterday, you should be looking good here. So SPY's just chilling. This is on the 1 minute chart. Again, we've seen this hover around the 25 MA a lot in the past. Amy's trying to go green. We're down about 40 cents right now. Oxy looking all right. Where's Micron? Micron's still looking strong. My AMDs are down about 8% right now. But let's see. Bro, you missed the run on what? BBIG ripping. Like how much? Yeah, 1348 cross up. It's coming up. I'm probably not going to trade it just because, like, it can shark fin on us, and I don't really want to deal with any shark fins today. Let's see. DWAC text? Gotcha. The whack. What do we got over here? Okay. Ortex is fucked up today. So it's saying we've got 12.65% estimated short interest on DWAC, and that's it. Nothing in the securities lending market for it. BBIG is coming up pretty big here. So SPY's still looking really good. I'm up 54% on those. Oh, AMD got a pop, I think. I think AMD got a little bit of a pop. It's trying over here. So still a little bit in the red on the AMD, crushing it on the Micron. Thank you for DWAC. Anytime, man. Can't do options in a cash account. No, you can. I'm in a cash account right now, and I'm trading options in front of you all the time. Alex, what's up, buddy? Working at a day job makes day trading hard, but I will get it. Just sucks when you get a task or call that prevent attention to trades that cause missing opportune moments. Just a learning moment. Yeah, Alex. Yeah, it's hard too if you're on your phone and not the computer because you gotta like look around and do all sorts of stuff. For me, looking at it on the phone's a little bit wonky, so I like to use the computer if I'm making trades, and I'll just manage it on my phone. Amy trying to pop up. I mean, she's trying here. She's trying to get moving to the upside. Let's see. Can't do options in a Robinhood cash account. Yeah, that's silly. Robinhood's just got a bunch of fucking nonsense. All right, let's see here, people. Yeah, also, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream. Just helps out getting some more people in here. Thank you guys so much for all the support and giving this strategy a try. I'm really happy that you guys are really crushing it while we wait for AMC to go to the absolute fucking moon. Oxycross. Damn it. All right, you guys are really going to do this to me? Yeah, all right. YOLO. What do we want? I want this. Bing bong. I can't believe they didn't film me on this. Oh, there we go. All right. So I got a little bit of an Oxy trade just for funsies. Let's see what happens with it. I mean, I'm already up so much today on some of these other things. So let's see what happens with Oxy. I'm up 70% on SPY, 160% on Micron. So I don't know. Let's see what happens with Oxy. Little 1348 cross confirmation candle. It can get all the way back up to 49.20 today if it really wants to. What strike do I have? 49. So, I mean, don't do that. This is like a little bit of a more risky thing. I'm really just focusing on managing these SPYs and Microns. And then if Oxy hits, it hits. If it doesn't, take the loss at 15. I'm like tight stop on this one because this bottom could just drop out of it really quick. You're up 183% on Micron. That's awesome. Let's see here. Yeah, guys. And it is the best time of the month to join the premium Discord, especially if you want to get all these alerts and see the market from a much bigger perspective. So make sure you check out that link pinned in the top of the chat over here. 50% on SPY calls. Oh, shoot. Mine are only up 45% now. That sucks. BBIG ripping. Yeah, coming up. What's the... All right. Don't want to flip it. It is ripping right now. Oh my God, these are so dirt cheap. I don't want to buy the in the money. Okay, I'm gonna leave this be. Okay, this thing is fucking nuts. It's got to cross. Oh, SPY's coming down pretty hard now. Hold on. Hold your horses. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, still up 30% on SPY, 138% on Micron. BBIG's coming up here. SPY's bouncing off the 48 EMA on the 1 minute. So let's see what happens with this. LMT crossing on the 3 minute. See, I like that better than, I mean, BBIG is just pumping right now. What's the news on it? Is there any news on it? All right, SPY back up. I mean, this thing's just going on a moon mission. You can take it if you want. I'm not touching it, though. 50% on BBIG. There you go. 60% on SPY. There you go. AMD's starting to piss me off. Mine are down 6%. My Oxys are down 4%. My SPYs are up 40%, and the free Microns are up 146%. You said Lockheed was about to cross? Nah, it's banging its head on the top of this 200 EMA. It really needs to get going if you want to see it start to run like we want it to. Now 150%? Jesus. Well, you're going to get spread. The spread is going to be wild on it, so careful. If you're new to trading options, this one's going to be a little bit wonky to trade. Let me see. What are the ones that I was looking at now? All right, let me take a look here. I don't know. I mean, do I want to flip these? Not really, man. I really don't, because I think this is just going to shark fin. SPY just flickering over here. How much are these up still? 33%. Still good, man. 138% on Micron. Oxy, hold on. Amy trying to move up here too. Yeah, here comes Occidental. Amy coming down to test that 13 EMA. All right, SPY moving down. Oxy still coming up here. Yeah, BBIG is looking good. I mean, I just don't know. I haven't seen the news on it. That's the thing. I don't know if this is just going to be a giant shark fin on some people bidding it up. Like, I have no idea what's going on. All right, SPY's coming down here. What's it on the 5 minute? So it might come down, test this 13 EMA on the 5 minute. That's fine with me if it wants to come up and make a new high after that. 4% on the Oxy, 137% on the Micron. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, I know they're cheap. I just don't. If you get the $3 strike, they're like 8 cents. But the spread's going to suck, and it can shark fin on you, and then they go to 0. I'm just not messing with it. All right. Oh, SPY coming down to test this 13 EMA over here with a 5 minute MACD cross. Let's see what happens with this. Only up 16% now on the 18% on the SPY. 140% on the Micron, down 10% on the AMD, though. Oh, SPYs are coming back up, though. So a little bit of a 13 EMA test right here. Let's see what happens. Oh, acquisition news of ad right. Yeah, no. That came out a while ago, I thought. You got mine at 0.03. Oh, so you're up a boatload. SCB got wrenched. Good for you, man. All right. SPYs are coming back. Microns are coming back. All right. Let's see. Oxy. Cooling. Where's oil? 107.69. So oil's coming back up a little bit. Yeah, that's old news. Your hair looks like a shark fin? Exactly. That's why I'm not going to trade them. All right. Let's see here. 216%. Fucking Christ, SCB got wrenched. Good for you, buddy. Can you show your process of buying options on the screen? I've literally never executed a trade on the computer. Never done it. I'm quicker on the phone. I'm just quicker. Lou is spreading FUD that Adam Aaron is lying to us. No, he's not lying to us. People are just misreporting. I'm here supporting your channel with free humor. All right, Rants, if you can come in here more and mod and get it going, we can think about that, buddy. Do you watch level 2? Not really, no. Lou owns the float. Yeah, it's just he's seeing that people are like, we own 90%, but technically we don't, but technically we also do. So both sides of it are correct. It's just like shenanigans with the way it's worded. So let's see. Yeah, guys. Also, if you don't mind, hitting that like button on your way in helps out a whole lot with the YouTube stuff. So thank you guys so much for all your support. Heard a lot of shills saying A is lying. I mean, he's not lying. It's been the same. It didn't come out when people said it the first time. It wasn't Adam Aaron's lying. It's no. All right, I'm down 5% on the AMD. Why are you being such a shithead to me today? Come on. I've bought you forever. I've held you forever. I sing you bedtime songs. All right, SPY trying to bounce up off this 13. Yeah, we saw that Ryan Cohen tweet. Do you look at RSI? Honestly, no. Micron has at least another $1 in it today. I think so too. I think the SPY's got a little bit more too. Biggie up 100%. There you go. AMD crushed me today. I'm still good on it, man. I mean, this would crush you. SPY still looking good, up 43% on those. Oxy a little bit red. AMDs are coming back to life. 155% on Micron though. Fire me up, people. Your T call still going nice since the cross. Oh, how's Verizon? Oh, baby. I mean, that's all right. I mean, I'm up 27% on the Verizons. I'll probably just hold it. YOLO, right? 150% on BBIG. Be careful, people. It could shark fin on us. So where's it at right now? Did it break into the 70s? No. So this, I don't know. Why is Micron pumping today? I mean, you got news of Intel last night at the State of the Union, which was good. You also have the SPY having a pretty good day, and people are flowing money back into semiconductors. Micron's up 6% today. That's freaking drunk. But again, we're always going to be here just trying to hit these nasty trades. Let's see here. Michael, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. I appreciate that, buddy. Dude, shout out to all the members. Thank you guys all so much for your support of the channel. And also to those of you guys that do send in the supers. You guys don't have to do that if you don't want to. I know everybody, like, there's people in there that are like, super, and like hate it. But like, honestly, you guys don't have to do that. But special thank you to those of you guys who do. It helps out a whole lot. So thank you guys. Michael, welcome to the membership, buddy. Let's see. 28% on SPY, 146% on Micron. SPY chilling. Looks like my deposit will clear on the 3rd. Yay, sooner than expected. Oh, Alex, you know what the 3rd is? Do you know what the 3rd is? I'm kidding. I can't wait. 1348 works when I do it right, and I'm excited to back in following cut losses this time. Yeah. You got to be very, very, very careful. Only 9 more members to go for today for my goal. Trace Mustache, appreciate that, buddy. Let's see here. Amy coming down, or Amy trying to make a move here. The Grape Ape, thank you for becoming a member, buddy. I appreciate that, man. You guys, thank you guys. I really, really appreciate that. SCV got wrench. What's a super chat? Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Not a 1348 play, but I yell it on AMC call at the bottom. I feel like a wizard. Mark, there you go, buddy. BBIG candles is still going. It already did. It's starting to come down a little bit here. SPY's cooling again. So let's see what happens with this 5-minute MACD cross. And honestly, what's it looking like on the STC? It still looks fine. So let's see what happens with SPY here. The microns are still up big. Actually, I'm only up 20% on the SPY. It's a little bit nonsensy over here. So let's see. Oxy, how's this doing? Just kind of chilling. I'm back. Missed you guys. What's up, man? How you doing? IRNT we did hit a nice IRNT last Friday. Do they have to cover synthetic shares? Yes, because they have no idea that they have synthetics. I will fight that till the day that we stop. They have no idea because it's not them who are creating them. It's the prime brokers. And they're going to be like, yeah, we got them. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got those shares. We can locate them. Yeah, here you go. Short them. And then they're like, all right, you're telling me I can. Oxy chilling, SPY bouncing back up a little bit here. These SPY contracts are pretty volatile. U.S. plans measures to harm Belarus Russian defense sector. Interesting. Oh, Amy pop. Philip Martinez is shilling. Philip, what are you doing here? Do the math if AA isn't lying. All right, Philip, you ready? I'm about to blow your fucking mind. Ready? Okay. So you think that ownership can't be over 100%, right? Is that your premise here? That it's impossible for ownership to be over 100%? Is that what we're doing here? Because that is what we're doing. What is that? Is that the theory that we're going off of here? Let's see. Is that the theory that you can? There's no way that it can be over 100% ownership of a company. You can't do it. So let's see. Is that the premise that you're talking about? Do the math. Let's see. Ready? If that's what it is, let me know. I want, because unless you're talking about something else, I don't know what's going on. He's going to flip out. I might. We have a no nonsense zone here today. So are we going to kill some nonsense? We might have to. Come on, Oxy print. We just want 49. I know, man. I want it too. Let's see. I'm waiting. All right. You got like 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Back to printing. Let's see. Let's see here. Amy popping up a little bit as well. All right, let's see what we got over here. How are these SPYs doing? 40%, not bad. Come on, SPY, lift off already. I mean, it's bouncing off this 13, looking good. Let's see what happens with Oxy over here. When you get the Discord Premium, does it just give you random 1348 cross alerts, or is there another secret sauce to the alerts? No, okay. So on the 5-minute for day trades, it gives you the alerts on the 3-minute time frame. So then you have to pull up the, what do you call it? you have to pull up the, what do you call it? The chart on yourself, like for yourself, and then execute the strategy. Not to be a smartass, but since there's so many synthetics, does that mean we own some too? Yes, 100%. And that's one of the ways that you can own over 100%. But there's a very, very, very simple way to just be like, oh yeah, it's very easy to own over 100%. I'm just trying to see if that's what it is. Let's see. On the sidelines today, PDT. Ho, daddy. Thank you so much for the super. Apes accusing AA of being a liar is moronic on many levels. Very true. He's been the best CEO I can imagine is transforming the company. Shut up, haters. There we go. Your blood pressure, STV, come down. No. High blood pressure. Low-key, the doctor did say I had a little bit of elevated blood pressure, but that's a problem for another day. 141% on Micron. Here we go. SPY coming back up. Come on now. All right, let's see. Oxy, time to shine here, pal. You're at Philip. You didn't answer the question. You're saying that it's 150%. Cool. There's no way to actually calculate it because the data is wrong. I'm asking you if you think it's possible to not own over 100% of a company. Like if you think you can't own over 100%, that's the question. Can you or can you not own over 100% of a company? Yes or no? Because that's where I think you're coming from here. And this is a very, very easy response that I want everybody to understand, if that's the question. Did anybody ask how AA got 90%? He told you exactly how to do it. My math showed my math. Where's yours? Why do you want me doing math? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what this is. Why do you want me to do this math? Like, what is this? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you're not making any sense. All right, we're done with you, Philip. Here's how you own over 100% of the float. Ready? We're going to use Philip as the example. Ready? Let's say there's 100 shares in the float. Ready? There's 100 shares in the float. That's all there is. There's 100 shares. That's all that exists. This is very, very simple. I buy those 100 shares. I own everything. Okay, ready? I own the float right now. This is the example. Apes own the float. In this example, I own the float. 100 shares. That's all there is, and that's what I own. Then my broker then takes those shares and loans them out to a hedge fund. The hedge fund then sells all 100 of those shares to Philip. So he sells those shares to Philip. Now Philip owns 100 shares, but I also own 100 shares. And we're both retail investors, and the ownership is 200%. So that's how it is. It just like that. None of this, like, you're just spewing nonsense, Philip. Like, that's how it works. Yeah, Philip, you might get the second ban hammer today because you're just not, you're literally not saying anything that makes any sense. Like, you're literally just spewing stuff that doesn't make sense, which is fine. I mean, we're going to have that all the time. Maybe it's hard because we're in the chat and it's hard to like say what you're thinking. But I mean, I don't know. What are we at on these SPYs? 32%, 146% on Micron, down a little bit on the AMDs and Oxys. Not much though. Let's see. Rant. Yes, but 150% with my smooth brain. Okay, it doesn't matter though. Why does it matter what the number is? Like, what does it matter? Ung about to cross. I know it's your favorite. Shut up, Trace Mustache. We're not doing that today. I'm not messing around with Ung. Look at me. I own the float now. There you go. All right, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. It's very, very possible to own and short over 100% of the float. That's what happened with GME. And it's very possible for us to own over that. But if we do you know how really, really good that makes it? So let's just say there's 20% short interest out there. Cool. Which is, could be way higher. Most likely is. Well, that's what we're going to go with. So we own everything. Over everything. Institutions, we all own over everything. And then there's that however many amount of like ETFs and stuff that's just locked away that they're not selling. So you can't use those shares to cover. Apes don't want to sell. We've kind of seen that. There's still 4 million shareholders and that number hasn't really changed. We've seen it with OBV. So AMC apes do not really want to sell. Okay, but we own more shares. But then they've kind of been rehypothecated so that there's more short interest. But then that creates a really big problem when they have to cover if we don't want to sell. That's where the supply and demand metrics come in. And that's kind of how all this started. All right, Philip, now you're just spewing nonsense. All right, goodbye. You can be put in timeout and think about why you're being a silly goose. SPY coming up here. 38% on SPY, 153% on Micron printing. All right. Ung is formally calling SCB. Damn it. Fuck you guys. Oh, man. It's going to shark fin. It's going to shark fin. I'm calling it right now. Ung is going to shark fin. Let's see. Come on. Should you get paid if your broker loans out your shares? Yes. Very small, though. Very small amount. All right. Where's natural gas, though, right now? It's coming up a little bit. Where's Oxy? Oxy, it's time to shine. Not this nonsense that we have going on over here. We need you to shine. LMT close to crossing. It'll only shark fit if you buy calls. Shut up, Mark. I'm not touching Ung ever again. I hope it goes to the moon. I mean, if you held Ung overnight, you're killing it still. So here comes Oxy. Here it comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Woohoo! Gimp, stop it. I'm not going to ruin your uncalls. All right, I'm up on the Oxy, slightly down on the AMD, 42% on the SPY, 154% on the Micron. Whoa there, Nelly. All right, let's see. I make a lot of weird noises. Hopefully you guys are getting used to it. Damn, bro, these microns are ridiculous. She'll be coming around the mountain? I guess so. I guess that's what we're doing today. Make money on the calls and puts for Ung today. There you go, Phil. I'm happy for you. Whoa, Oxy. There we go. Up 6%. Nice. SPY. Don't be an a-hole. Don't be an a-hole. Just new highs. New highs, pal. All right, we did get that 5-minute MACD cross down on the SPY, but like it's done this over here and it's just like, runs right back up. LMT cross on the 5. Don't tempt me with this. Don't tempt me with this. And it's above the 200 EMA over here too. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Woo! All right, let's see. Let's see here. Nordstrom's up 38%. Yeah. Morning, bud. What's up, Mikey? How you doing? Yeah, shout out to all the new members today. You guys are awesome. All right, Lockheed. Fuck. I like really want to, but I also don't. What's the open? Wait, how did it open? What's the 448.80? It's close. It's close to running. Let's see. It's really expensive. I played it yesterday and really made a bunch of money with it, but I mean, I only had like one contract and it just went whoop. And I was like, all right, cool. Oxy, is it running? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Come on. Yeah, there we go on Occidental. Those are up 13%. Thank you very much. 37% on the SPY, 151% on the Micron. AMD is still in the red on my options. Fuck you, AMD. Just kidding. I love you. You're paying for like my life. Let's see. Daddy. I feel like it's weird when I say that, especially when I get excited, but thanks for joining, buddy. I appreciate the membership, bud. Are we being ladder attacked? No. 2 more hours until margin calls. Oh, yeah, it is 12. All right, so SPY's coming up here a little bit. Guys, it is 12, so that is going to wrap up the live stream for the morning. We're going to come back on in the afternoon. Again, guys, if you don't mind, hit that like button on your way out. And if you do want to learn these strategies where we're making crazy money, it is the best time of the month to join the premium Discord. So make sure you guys check that out. We'd love to have you over there. You get all the alerts. I think people are really starting to catch on now to like just how powerful this is. But again, we'd love to have you over there. If not, at bare minimum, just learn the strategy. So again, guys, thank you to all the mods, everybody in here just being super positive all the time. Let's print in the afternoon. Hopefully these contracts go absolutely insane and we have an absolutely nasty day with SPY, Micron, AMD, Oxy, and all of these other stocks that we're printing on. But thank you guys so much for all the support recently. It's been really cool. Again, hit that like button on the way out. I'll see you over on TMI's channel and peace.